None.
Okay. Hello, how are you, Queen Lily? You are the one who is on the Moonwalk of Fame tonight because you have entered the chat first. Hello to the people in the bushes. Now, I know it's a lot of people live, there's a lot of things going on, but I said I'm gonna do this live and listen to these calls that I have not heard about them, but haven't heard. So, hi, Rosie. You are the number two person on the Moon Walk of Fame because you have entered the chat. So, these two calls are going to be one that is a Sonya Nesto Dion call. I don't know if it came out today or yesterday, but it's out. We're going to do that one first, and then we're going to backtrack to another one that I saw. Can't tell you off the top of my head what it is because I forgot that quick, but that's okay because we're going to go through it. So let me go on ahead and share this screen so that we can get into it. And I hope everybody had a good day at work today and that all is well and that the weather is doing good where you are. Because I know we was kind of going through it for a minute. Now, okay, you do that. Where's my StreamYard? Okay. All right. We are getting ready to go. So, the title of this first call that we are going to listen to is Does Your Heart Hurt? No, that's not what we're going to do first. We're going to do I Ain't Talking About Nothing. That's the call we're going to do, which dropped a couple of hours ago. So, let's get into it. Hear what this man's begging for now. Put the closed caption on so we can follow along.
The first call in this video is short and it's between Nesto and Dion. According to the data, this is the first time they've spoken since April. Take a listen.
Wow. April.
Hello? Hello? What's up, Lil? Hold on, let me start this out.
He's already not sounding enthused.
Yeah. What's going on? Nothing. Just call, tell, love you, player, that's it. I'm still breathing. I ain't heard from you in about 6 months. Hey. Gotta cool down for a minute, you know? Oh, yeah,
Oh, I haven't listened to this call yet. I'm pretty sure this is like the warm up for money.
You better. Ain't no cooling down. You got too much shit on the air, man. Yeah, okay. Well, gotta do what I gotta do. Just be patient, player. That's all I can do. Be patient. You all right, though? Yeah.
Right, Rosie.
Yeah. Your brother asked about you. He said he ain't hear from you. Yeah, I tried to hit him up for a while back, but phone was acting up. I don't know what's going on, but let him know that I'm good. Appreciate everything, and I am receiving. Okay, I got it. That's cool. I know what you're saying. Yeah. So, other than that, that's all. I just want to call her, tell you, love you, bro. That's it.
Okay, so does that mean Lamont is sending him money? I want to know what he's receiving, and is it something he should have?
That's it. Yeah. Hanging in there. Yeah. You know, you got that call and tell me that. You ain't got to beat my ear up. I ain't got to beat yours up. It's cool. It's cool to know you good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you know how your boy is, so ain't nothing wrong with making sure everything good on this side.
Yeah. That's right.
So yeah, I'm glad to hear from you, player. You need something? You straight?
No, I'm all right right now. I'm just waiting on my time. That's it.
Yeah, that.
You mean you're waiting to get sentenced because that's what's going to happen, allegedly.
That was a little wild there.
Everything wild, player.
Yeah, but it's all wild, but boy, well, a person to do that is, but you know what though? Your calls be getting leaked. That'll make a motherfucker turn and burn you.
Yeah.
So, you know, that could be in your favor. Who knows?
Yeah.
People turn and burn because you keep talking about everybody. The people who were in your corner, you kept running them down to each other. So nobody wants to be involved anymore.
Yeah.
Man, I still got the last say so.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely
Here we
right.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, you stand from around them young folks, ain't it?
Huh?
You stand from around them young folks, ain't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm proud of you. That's all I gotta say. I'm proud of you. You have no clue. You have no clue. That's all I'm gonna say right now until I get free. Boy, you have no clue. You have no clue. Yes, sir.
Oh, trust me.
Hey, South Side of Chi-Town. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, don't fall up just alike.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So you know, so when they see you, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
They know.
Yeah. I got it.
It's definitely good hearing from you though.
Okay, I appreciate it. I just want to let you know I appreciate you, love you, and everything will be all right. Yeah.
Love you too, man. You're gonna be out of there soon. We're gonna have our long talk.
Yeah, it's coming. All right, keep your faith in God, bro. That's all I ask. Just keep faith in God. That's all I ask. Everything else.
Yeah, one thing about it, you need to do the thing because you don't did your time already.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
It's coming.
if you say
It's
so.
coming.
You know what I'm saying? Just know that.
You still riding, ain't you?
You ever talk to somebody on the phone, you really don't have anything to say, but you're trying not to be rude, so you kind of make small chatter? That's what this is given. How you doing, Kenneth 14? And B. Williams, Southside Chi-Town said, Nesto's sad. He heard his GoFundMe has $60,000. Actually, when I looked at it last night, the friendly one, and I think I saw like 62,000 and some change. Hey, Miss Boogie Down, how you doing?
I'm on my bike right now. I need to get a tire. I had lost the key to it, and I messed around and went back this morning, and it was on the ground somewhere. I just was going to different places, different stores. I'm like, there's no way I lost that key, and I found it. Somebody was like, we knew that was yours, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still riding your white ghost, ain't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, everything.
You know, Kenneth 14 says Dion still believes in his dad. Does he really, or is he just going through the motions? I mean, I really, he knows his dad's dirt. So, but then again, he might not see some of the things that his dad has done. He might not see them as being bad things. How you doing? Coffee is brewing.
Fine, sir. Everything gonna be just fine. God's good all the time. I love you. Just hold it down, player. Just hold it down. Stay out the way.
Hey, super. I'll get with you in a minute.
All right.
Thank you for using Global
My
Telling.
goodness.
Nesto and Sonia have slowed down on their conversations. Most of their calls are very short and happen about once a day. They sound a lot like this.
Just checking on you. Just checking on you.
Hi. Oh, did I? Okay, I've been busy. I haven't been on my phone to respond. Hi.
That's cool. That's cool. As long as you're busy, it's okay. Good.
All right, I'm safe. I'm not, you know.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
safe. I'm safe. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Hey, hey, Deborah C. Y'all go run and tell Nesto that Deborah C needs to hold $5,000. Go on, run, tell him that.
Cool. All right. All right. That's fine. That's good.
I'm fine. Don't be worried. I'm good. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Uh-oh. Somebody fell.
Okay. All right.
Somebody
All right, come in the
fell.
morning. All right, you too. Bye.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
This next call is the
Somebody fell. Is that the baby she's supposed to be watching while she talks to her inmate boyfriend?
longest one I found between Nesto and Sonya for quite some time. Sonya wants to talk about Nesto's case, but Nesto does not. Take a listen.
I put my pants on. Hello?
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. What's up?
My head is killing me. Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
Nothing bad. No news or nothing like that. I just want to talk to you. 'Cause, you know, I haven't talked to you. That's all.
Oh, okay.
About nothing. Look about nothing. Basically just hearing you.
Oh.
How are you doing?
Boring.
I'm watching the Olympics. That's all I can do.
That's it. That's all.
Did he say Olympus?
I fall to the till time goes.
That is it.
I hit my knees.
In that crazy world.
I hate that system. Every time I type you some stuff and then I send it and then it doesn't load and then it deletes, which means I would have to sit there and type the whole thing over, which I would have no, recollection of what I just typed,
You don't have a recollection.
Yeah.
To just talk. But still, come on, let's get out of my closet.
Yeah, she babysit.
Come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out here that just ain't accurate.
So they were talking about the statue.
This conversation is going nowhere slow to the point where I don't even have to pause the video. I can just talk because they don't have anything going on. Hey, Toddy Jackson.
On Rico, they said it's 5 years. And I'm sitting here like, okay, well, how can they charge him with a 2009 Rico if it's 5 years on a statue? That don't make sense.
Somebody, please, if you live in the state of Georgia, go run and tell that lady that it is not statue, it's statute. Please tell her that. And the whole point of a RICO is so that you can go back and pick up all kinds of things. I don't know where she read this 5-year thing, but I wish she would tell what her source is because I'm very interested. Hey, Lady T-Bug, how you doing?
I'm doing my earrings. That's the question. I have to run over here and grab something to eat.
Okay.
That's crazy. How does it all add up? No.
Yeah.
You all quiet. Oh.
Yeah. I see they that club out there in Buckhead.
Yeah, and they got evicted. I'm surprised.
All right. So Toddy Jackson in Atlanta over there, go run on over there and tell her to stop saying I read a statue. No, you read a statute. Come on. Hey, Chick-fil-A gal, how you doing? Miss Boogie Down said, I sure won't want her and her incarcerated boo out of Atlanta. Well, the unfortunate part about that is if he does get out, he'd probably be on parole and he still can't leave. So you'd be stuck with both of them.
I mean, they do good on Wednesdays, but it's no telling what that rent is. Or if something happens to the owner, like that beauty supply store where the owner died, no telling. That's crazy. People are out there trying to get all that liquor And I'm like, what? That liquor could be watered down like most places. We haven't watered down liquor.
She just has
Liquor. It's the what do you call it? Oh shit.
never any
It's the
excitement.
I'll be back, please. Oh, what's that happening?
You must be babysitting.
I've had that for over a week. I'm just going to tour mom because I need a break. Yes, I need a break.
Oh, okay.
I need a break. I mean, she's super smart, and she doesn't get into things too often, but I still need a break.
Oh.
So,
This is just terrible.
You know, I just need like a day. Her mom called a couple times. Let's just see how she is doing. But yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of glicks in her.
She probably is a good baby because she's probably used to fending for herself or being set in front of the TV. So, I mean, she has no choice but to be good. Deborah C. said he is not feeling her. And Chick-fil-A gal said Nesto gives 0 Fs what Sonya is talking about. I mean, it's like he don't, I don't know if it's all of the attention he's getting from the other women or what, but he just does not seem interested. This whole conversation is like lackluster.
A lot of programs out here, computer programs and stuff. A lot of whatever.
Well, they just put that thing up, that little warning thing, I guess, because everybody's getting hacked. So now they put this little warning up when you go to read or receive a message that the information's been compromised. So, they have all your credit card. But the credit card that I have on file, I don't keep any money in there anyway. I put it in there as I need to use it. So,
what is she talking about?
To it, it's no big deal.
Is it getting that bad out there?
Yeah, you can't keep. Well,
now y'all remember? Didn't she say she kept the money in a mattress? She doesn't use banks or something like that. She said, even though you can't believe half of what she said. But what is she talking about? Is she talking about cyber attacks or something? She can't explain herself. So, hey, how are you doing? Call me Shell. Native Tribe is in the building. How are you doing? And we got Justin's mom here and Danielle. Hey, let's talk about it. It's all up in the chat. We got Lady Love, Lady 747, just listening. The Real Brown Family Chronicles. How are all of y'all doing?
So October is when they said the BRICS is supposed to have another meeting. And, for every one BRICS dollar, it's going to be equivalent to 55 American U.S. dollars. So it's going to take 55 of our dollars just to buy one of theirs.
Okay. Lord, she's trying to do math and convert money. So the Real Brown Family Chronicle says she's talking about a prepaid card. I mean, you're still kind of like taking your money and putting it. So like, isn't that kind of like the same thing? I don't know. Hey, Houston Foodie. And there was High Fat Chocolate Latte. How are you doing, Nola Brown? I see you enter in the chat.
And they're trying to make everybody in other countries trade with their dollars, which is going to drive all the prices up here. So 55 times. Anything that we import, it'll go up 55 times what it normally would cost us. Because for every dollar,
So this so
and they said, the thing is bad now, it's going to be so bad. For anything that you need, that we import, certain foods, clothes, stuff you get from China, just certain things that you don't get here.
Okay, this affects her because she shops on Temu, so that's where all of that comes from. So that is how that affects her. Hey, Aaliyah TV and somebody else I saw, and I can't remember if I said their name. I think it It's Black Lady Love, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, how y'all doing?
A bit higher, which is crazy. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It is what it is. I mean, it's very bad. All around me. Kind of bad.
Oh.
Some food real quick. I took last night. Made some type of dish.
Alfredo.
That's pretty good.
Yes. Oh, y'all, we have got to inform Miss Deborah C because she don't know what's going on. Oh, yes, he has other women. You haven't heard Miss Tashima. You have not heard anything until you heard Miss Tashima. But yes, there are other women reaching out to him. So, Sonya is not his only option. Native Tribe, what are you doing? Because one of the things I've never heard you do is react to a call, and I'd love to hear it. I know it's late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get any of your paperwork, Discovery?
I can't talk on this phone. I ain't talking no nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
I wanted to receive it so I could find out. I mean, so I could,
No.
So they had this thing about how the prosecutors and what.
Aaliyah TV, I don't know what currency she's talking about. It's probably something that she read on one of those sites that covers political news and stuff, but it's really satire, so it's not really true. It's like an exaggeration of the truth, and that's where she gets all of her information from. I have not heard this, what she's talking about.
YSL wasn't fully disclosing and giving up all Discovery. And I'm like, they're probably doing the same thing here, where they're not giving up all Discovery. So I sent out an email and asked him yesterday.
Oh.
If in fact he did, if he received it and if he sent it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just be like, okay.
That's all.
Can't talk.
Hey.
Can't say nothing.
Man, I've been drugged for a minute. I'm going on 3 years of being drugged. So.
Yep. I know.
Yep.
Yeah, Justin's mom, the Onion. That's exactly that's where she gets. Those are her news sources.
It's crazy. They don't care.
Yeah.
They do not care. Who are you voting for?
Nobody.
He can't.
Have you ever voted?
I ain't talking about nothing. No, I ain't talking about nothing. No, I ain't talking
I don't
about
want them to know nothing about you.
No. It is.
Now I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna be very serious. Can incarcerated people vote? I'm saying if you haven't been convicted of a felony. I know you can vote like if you're in a free world, but do they go and do they have voter booths and stuff at the jail for you to go down and pick who you want in the election? I'm serious. I'm really not trying to be funny. I'm serious. Do they do that? Hey, Kathy Smith.
What it is, I got to figure out. My own jump off right now. So much slick shit going on. Man.
Of course.
Yeah. So. No.
Just got to pay attention to what's going on with the other stuff. When I wasn't watching that trial or anything, pretty much, but then I had to because I just had to see how they moving and all the tricks and the shit that they're doing, just to prepare for what's ahead.
Well. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy how the judge,
Chick-fil-A gal, she says she don't know nothing about that jail stuff. Nothing at all.
Place, Glanville is they should have moved it out of the. This girl is all up on me with her car. She needs to scoot the hell over.
Are you driving? Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later.
I'm already where I'm at. I'm already parked. I'm already where I'm at.
Oh, okay.
You made it. Mhm. No, I'm eating a piece of candy, trying to hurry and eat it. It's so obvious that she's sitting here trying to protect him from looking bad. So she's not trying to correct, the things that he did wrong, or even say that he was recused. He's just trying to say the previous judge, instead of the judge that was removed. She just kind of keeps saying certain things, or not try to rule differently on things that he ruled on that can be, challenged or re-ruled on. And it's hit my car so I could get out and fight somebody, And it's crazy, because he made a lot of bad decisions. And by her not correcting them, it's just showing that she needs to be recused as well. Because they took him off the case for a reason. They, the upper court, the higher court. So if they saw what he was doing was wrong and he needed to be removed because he wasn't, being very neutral.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just really into this conversation because I'm not following her. So now she's talking about the YSL trial and the new judge needs to be let go. The one who just came on, because this is the 9th. This is August. Wait a minute. We are in August. Okay. Let me hit play. Who hate that?
And what he was
Jesse Jewel.
I'm trying to pick the words correctly without, he was being more one-sided towards the state, and it was obvious. And then it was a shit show with all that write an essay, buy people lunch, like all of that crazy crap that just like you're just making a mockery of the court system. Like, who does that,
I am convinced that he has the phone, just swing. You know how when you use the phones that are attached to the wall and then you just kind of put it down and it's swing. I'm convinced that's what he's doing. Did y'all know it's somewhere? It was one of, I think it was Fulton County. Yeah, Fulton County, where this woman was door dashing her man meals and the guards was going out to get him. Did y'all ever read about that?
You're late to court, so you need to write me an essay, like for real. Like that's like a shit show. But I'm like, they should have just moved it to another county and got a judge from that county and a prosecutor from that county to deal with this, because Fulton is very compromised and corrupt, and it's crazy that they're still even open if you can close a county down. That they're still, that the feds didn't take over and just, put people in place, because it's a hot ass mess. And your shit is next, and that shit is going to be a whole crap.
That's only going to last 3 days.
Good time out there in the free world, so that look like what it looked like to me.
What you been watching?
Like everybody just really enjoying their life and moving forward. That's what it is.
Sure am.
For real.
Hey, N Harmon, how you doing? Please, somebody tell me, is it just me? What is going on? I never know.
Yeah, straight up. That's what it looks like.
I guess that's what people do. Live till you can't live anymore.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is.
So, everybody smiling, everybody keep your car kind. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't be anywhere. I be places, but then I don't be places.
Oh, okay. So you about ready for the big powwow?
Yeah. I'm ready.
You don't sound too convincing.
Right. Look,
You already know.
yeah, Native Tribe, was that you? Yeah. So we supposed to have horrible lives right now with nothing going on because he's locked up? Is that what I am hearing? I agree with you. Justin's mom. Justin's mom, that is one of them conversations where you just kind of nod your head and be like, mm-hmm, yeah. Kathy Smith, he sounds salty or I mean, I don't know, but it's almost as if he has checked out. How you doing to be 21?
Y'all not advancing. I mean, all this stuff going on out here.
We at war. It's coming over here.
We're at war. Who are we fighting?
No, I don't really believe that, but okay.
I see. I was going to say, I promise you, I ain't touched nothing.
Okay, I got a question. Did you still got, you had took some pictures down there when you were living down south down there?
Florida.
Yeah. So it was a picture you had sent. I think it was in. I'll tell you what it was. I'll let you know. Because you had sent one to the side, but you didn't send that to the.
Nesto, you could tell her right now what you're talking about, because if you text it to her, we still going to know. So you just might as well get it off your chest right now. Deborah C says he's probably biting mustard under his fingernails.
Your hair cut halfway off.
With my hair cut off?
Yeah, but you had braids. You had braids.
I'm just talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
More than one for that? Or you just took them?
Yeah, I took like 4.
Oh, okay.
With the braid. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I was trying to find somebody to braid my hair now because I'm just so out of luck. That's why I said I'm just going to go ahead and just cut it all off again and start over.
I want to see that picture with the braids.
Your other stylist that she ain't around no more?
She moved to Detroit.
What?
Yeah, she moved to Detroit. So, you know what I'm saying? She bouncing around. But she's in Detroit right now. She said she might go to New York. So, yeah, right now she's...
Bessie Jewel said, speak pig Latin, Nesto. A lady says he just wants pictures he can trade for cereal. He's not trading the sausage anymore for cereal. Native Tribe said, what hair? What is she talking about? A lady says he doesn't care if she gets a mohawk. I mean, he is just, it's like he just really does not care. He's just not feeling her. I can feel that he's not feeling her. Why can't she?
She's in Detroit, which I'll be there at the end of the month. And Canada again. But my hair will be done when I get there, so it's not like I'm not gonna get it done there. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. I mean, it'll grow back in a year and a half anyway, so it's no thing. Because when I lived in Florida, I had like an afro, so you know. So it takes a year and a half to grow back out, you know. And the in-between stages is actually easier than where it's at now because it's just like shoulder length of that. And it's too hot to wear down. So a couple of times that I had it down.
Listen, y'all in this chat, I don't know what y'all are talking about. She has hair. Would she say it's past her neck? So I just don't know what y'all are talking about. Y'all have seen the jail visits with the long flowing hair. Y'all have seen it. So why are you questioning her hair? Thessie Jules said, I bet she looks like a plug-in. Kathy Smith says, seems like the both of them cool off on one another. The thrill is gone. Yeah, the thrill is gone. And he's probably really, really thinking about how he just gave up a good thing for the likes of her. Houston Foodie says she is so boring. Hey, Keisha Marie. She puts Keisha Marie to sleep, y'all.
My neck was sweating because of the hair, and it was just. Ugh. So I knew I was gonna wear ponytails this whole summer because it's too hot for hair. I don't. It's no big. It's no.
Okay, look, I have hair, and my hair actually is long, and I wear wigs. In no time, even when it was 98 degrees, was it ever too hot that I just didn't want my hair touching my. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. That does happen, but still, usually people who that happens to, they don't really talk about it because who cares?
Good deal. I'm gonna go get this food real quick. I need to order this food because I know it's gonna be a minute. Order this food.
Okay.
I can't wait for all of this shit to be over.
When is it going to be over with? You got a crystal ball? Because I don't know when it's going to be over with.
Yeah. This time next year, it'll be done before next summer. It's gonna be done. And they don't have 100 witnesses and all that shit. So your situation ain't gonna be no.
Listen, wait a minute. Okay.
Okay, what you got? Who said what? And that's gonna be that.
I want to know what witness list did she look at, because the one that I saw that the state had 95 names, and that wasn't even the full list. That was just a piece of the list. So what is she talking about? Now, Native Tribe is dead wrong. Native Tribe said Bible lady been to jail enough times to know how to braid her hair. She needs to let Slowrilla do it. Isn't Bible lady, isn't her daughter a beautician, or is she just a makeup artist, something like that? You can't braid that kind of. Y'all know what? Y'all gonna stop with this lady's hair. Lady, the shoe says the hair is hot. Well, take the hair off, place it on the nightstand. Let me play this video. Y'all crazy.
And here's the proof. And here's this. And here's that.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. And that's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just spoke to a couple of people regarding that Rico statue.
Oh
and
my
if it's
God.
5 years, why do they have 2009? Yeah, you don't have to respond, but that's just me thinking aloud. Like, that's crazy that they just throw all kind of. But me and these girls were talking earlier at the bank. The bank that they helped me with a lot of stuff, and they were just, one of the girls was asking how you were doing, and
So wait.
And that is just they was talking about.
So you at the bank talking to random people about this man, and they're asking you how he's doing and everything, or is it that they recognize you and they ask? Now I'm very curious about that.
Court system, and the one girl said she used to live in Roswell, and she was like, I never would go back in that city again. She said it's so racist there, and she said they just full of shit in Roswell. And I was like, well, you go online, look at the reviews.
Okay.
It says
okay. Okay. Yeah.
That ain't nothing to do with you, but she was just speaking.
I get it.
Yeah, she was just speaking from her experience, and she was just saying. And I was like, yeah, the reviews aren't that good, aren't really awful for that city. So, and a lot of them are from white people. But it's crazy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She don't like black people. She wants to be white people, but white people are prejudiced. I just don't know where to place her.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah, because
I guess I see you when I see you.
Yeah.
Did you get Did you get your?
Not trying to get wound up. Not trying to do all that. Trying to cause yeah. Yep.
You shouldn't meditate.
That's what I've been doing. So
you shouldn't meditate.
I'm not trying to get wound up. Cause that's how.
Read your books and meditate, and don't think about what's going on outside, because that makes it harder when you think about what goes on. Even though it is.
DJ says, hey, DJ, won't you play that song and keep me dancing all night long? DJ says he don't want to hear what she's talking about. He's just talking and won't be quiet. I'm ad-libbing.
Hard not to, but you have to think in your memories and just, you know what I'm saying, just be in your head, basically, and not stress what's going on and how people just move forward. And, you know.
I don't know how, Native Tribe, but I just saw your comment to me.
And you do them or whatever.
Okay.
And that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Until you get your moment, you know?
Yeah. I get it.
So you can get your moment to speak.
Kathy Smith, I am not even in jail right now. I'm depressed listening to her.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go fishing.
I believe you're bored. That's what I believe.
I am. Well, I'm not really bored. I'm just not traveling in August for whatever reason. That's to the end, and I think that's what's got me bored.
Oh.
So this is about the longest I've sat down in a minute. You know, I'm usually. So
wait a minute, y'all. I know that this has been probably about 5 minutes ago, but she says she's going to Canada for what? Why is she going there? She's going to see the falls. What is she going to Canada for? Who does she know in Canada? What does she plan on doing in Canada? Did y'all hear that? Or had y'all zoned out at that moment? Desi Jules said, pretend like you're going through a tunnel, Nesto. Bad connection. Bye. Yup.
You know, out and about. And I'm thinking what I should have did. I should have did something different. I'm not going to put my business out there like that for these people to, you know, to feel.
We already know.
You know, I should have did something a little bit different.
But, can't wait to see it.
It's no worry. You know.
I do understand what you're saying. I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then, you know, everything will be back to normal.
Yeah. Okay.
Pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
And restart.
I mean, we have not even gotten a yeah out of him. Nothing. Hey, I said what I said in Queen Black. How y'all doing?
Yeah. All right.
Only take 2 minutes.
Yeah, have a good night.
You have a good night.
Keep it slow and easy. You're free.
Nobody's free. Nobody's free.
Yeah, they're free. Trust me, they're free.
They're freer, but they're not free.
Speak for yourself.
No. Every day a new law, every day a new bill, every day. Man, I gotta
we see.
You know, I never use that trash valet thing. I always take my trash to the trash, right?
Listen, everybody here does not have a great day every day, but we don't tend to dwell on all of the negative things that are going on around us. So, you know, we get by, we manage.
So I tried it for the first time, I think, yesterday.
Did he say bye already?
I look at my neighbors and they do it like around 7 o'clock. He sent me a violation because my garbage was not tied inside of the garbage. I drawstringed it. You know how you pull the strings together?
Yeah.
But because I did not know what time they were coming, I still needed to throw stuff away here. You know what I'm saying? Because you only have that one large trash in your house.
Yeah.
So I still needed to go back and forth throwing things away because I didn't know specifically what time they were coming. So they gave me a violation because my thing wasn't tied in a knot. I said, never again will I use them.
Hey, you nasty. How you doing? And as far as I know, well, let me just speak from my experience growing up and stuff. I grew up in a place where I mean, we didn't live in the woods, but there were wooded areas near where we lived. And the deer literally did come out. Now, we don't have no bears around here, but deer and other animals raccoons get in your trash. So if you just draw string it, it makes it that much easier. Whereas if you tie it, they can't get in there. Now, I don't know if it's like that in Georgia, but here you definitely need to tie your bags because the animals would get in. Doesn't she know that? I thought that was something people knew. Just as Mom said,
Because
here
it
it
was an
comes.
inconvenience. I didn't see any convenience in it because I always ride my scooter to the trash. I just to the trash. I get on my scooter because I'm far from the trash compactor. And I just get on my scooter and I ride it. The garbage to the room. I'm like, I'd rather do that. If they could take that off my bill, that would be lovely. But I never used it at the last place either. And I paid for it, like extermination and all that stuff, Paid for it to never use it. It's whatever, I guess. Anyway.
Okay. I'll see you.
I'll send you that.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, I wasn't ready to look up and see that scooter. But how many times does this man... I'm sorry. How many times did this man guy say, okay, bye. Okay, bye. I mean, buy a vowel, get a clue, do something. Choose a briefcase. The man is trying to get off the phone. Oh my God, that scooter.
All right. Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.
Okay. I gotta read. I'm getting requests. Okay. Let me just shut up. Do it. Oh my God, where's that scooter at? But I don't want to go too far. Oh, y'all know what? We should have been counting the okay buys because I wonder how many he's gotten out. Native Tribe said, what did he say? Oh, Native Tribe said she lives in Marietta where black bears will come out. Really? I didn't know that. Will come out at any moment. So yes, she needs to do more than just drawstring it. So used to them drawstring ponytails. I'm not reading that. I'm just going. I'm going.
I'm gonna go get this food real quick. I need to order this food because I know it's gonna be a minute.
Okay.
I can't wait for all of this shit to be over.
Well, when is it going to be over with? You got a crystal ball? Because I don't know when it's going to be over with.
Yeah. This time next year, it'll be done before next summer. It's gonna be done. If you don't
Wait. When he said you got a crystal ball, when it's gonna be over, she should have put a thing of what's her name, lady? What's her name? Miss Cleo. Call me now.
they don't have 100 witnesses and all that shit. So your situation ain't gonna be no 6-7 month trial. If okay, what you got?
Call me now.
Said what? And that's gonna be that. Mm-hmm. And here's the proof.
This trial gonna be 3
and here's
days.
this. And here's that.
3 days.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
Okay,
and that's
bye.
gonna be that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying.
But yeah, I just spoke to a couple of people regarding that RICO statute, and if it's 5 years, why do they have 2009? Yeah, you don't have to respond, but that's just me thinking aloud. Like, that's crazy that they just throw all kind of. But me and these girls were talking earlier at the bank, the bank that helped me with a lot of stuff, and they were just, one of the girls was asking how you were doing, and And that is just, they was talking about how the court system. And the one girl said she used to live in Roswell, and she was like, I never would go back in that city again. She said it's so racist there.
Yes, a lady
And
still
she said
talking.
they just full of shit in Roswell. And I was like, well, you go online and look at the reviews.
Okay.
It says
Okay, bye.
Okay. Yeah,
That ain't nothing to do with you, but she was just speaking.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, she was speaking from her experience, and she was just saying. And I was like, yeah, the reviews aren't that good, aren't really awful for that city. So, and a lot of them are from white people. But yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Bye.
Yeah, because
I guess I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah.
Did you get your?
Not trying to get wound up. Not trying to do all that. Trying to cut out. Yeah. Yep.
You shouldn't meditate.
That's what I've been doing. So
you shouldn't meditate.
That nigga has not been meditating.
Read your books and meditate, and don't think about what's going on outside, because that makes it harder when you think about what goes on. Even though it is hard not to, but you have to think in your memories and just, you know what I'm saying, just be in your head basically, and not stress what's going on and how people just move forward.
Oh my gosh.
And, you know, and do them or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Until you get your moment.
With me?
You know?
Yeah. I get it.
So you can get your moment to speak. Or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
She can't.
I think I'm going to go fishing.
I believe you're bored. That's what I believe.
I am. Well, I'm not really bored. I'm just not traveling in August for whatever reason. That's to the end, and I think that's what's got me to work.
Oh.
So this is about the long.
First of all, if she would really work on his case like she's supposed to be, she wouldn't be so bored, because she would have lots and lots and lots of things to do. Ain't that right? It's complicated. How are you doing?
Unless I sat down in a minute. You know, I'm usually out and about, and I'm thinking what I should have did. I should have did something different. I'm not gonna put my business out there like that for these people to, to feel.
We already know.
I should have did something a little bit different. But
yeah, you should have sit down and shut up.
I do understand what you're saying. I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then, everything will be back to normal.
Yeah. Okay.
Pick up the pieces. Restart.
Deborah C.
Yeah.
Deborah C says this. Yeah, it's the same call, Deborah C. People had wanted to have seen the scooter again, so I went back. But I don't know if I went back far enough or too far.
All right.
Only takes a minute.
Yeah, have a good night.
You have a good night.
Yeah. Keep it slow and easy. You're free.
Nobody's free. Nobody's free.
Yeah, they're free. Trust me, they're free.
They're freer, but they're not free. But they're free. No. Okay. Every day a new law, every day a new bill, every day. Now I gotta I never use that trash valet thing. I always take my trash to the trash, right? Because I tried it for the first time.
Wait. I said what I said. We already know she can't read the room because he keeps saying, okay, bye. She's still talking. She won't shut up.
Today, I didn't know what time. I figured I look at my neighbors and they do it like around 7 o'clock. Sent me a violation because my garbage was not tied inside of the garbage. I drawstringed it. You know how you pull the strings together?
Yeah.
But because I did not know what time they were coming, I still needed to throw stuff away here. You know what I'm saying? Because you only have that one large trash in your house.
Yeah.
So I still needed to go back and forth throwing things away because I didn't know specifically what time.
Can y'all make it make sense, especially since I'm a woman? Maybe a man can't relate, but a woman, sometimes, okay, the trash is full, so you take it out, but you're in the middle of cleaning something or doing something, so you're not ready to take it like physically to where it belongs outside. You just kind of take it out, sit it aside, and because it's full, you go on and tie it up, and you put a new bag in the trash, and then you just start putting the trash in that one until you find your husband, your child, or whoever to take the trash out, because that is not one of my favorite things, taking out the trash. So, if there's a male in the household, he needs to be doing that, not me. So I don't understand. I mean, don't y'all do that at home? Don't you usually, if you're busy, you take the full one out, tie it up, and put a new one in, and keep on going, and then get the trash out the house? I mean, that's what I.
Time they were coming. So they gave me a violation because my thing wasn't tied in a knot. I said, never again will I use them.
No,
Because it
Kathy.
was an inconvenience. I didn't see any convenience in it because I always ride my scooter to the trash. I just to the trash. Get on my scooter because I'm far from the trash compactor. And then I just get on my scooter and I ride it. The garbage to the room. I'm like, I'd rather do that. If they could take that off my bill, that would be lovely. But I never used it at the last place either, and I paid for it, like extermination and all that stuff. Pay for it to never use it.
Did you? Wait. I didn't see it the first time. Did y'all see? It was a trash bag on the scooter. Did y'all see that? I was trying to pause it. I'm sorry.
It's whatever, I guess. Anyway,
Okay.
and then I just get on my scooter and I ride it.
Do y'all see? Y'all see?
The garbage to the room. I'm like, I'd rather do that. If they could take that off my bill, that would be lovely. But I never used it at the last place either, and I paid for it, like extermination and all that stuff. Pay for it to never use it. It's whatever, I guess. Anyway,
Okay. I'll see you.
I'll send you that.
Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
This last short call is with Sonia, and it's from today, August 14th, 2024. Nesto tells Sonia to talk to her friend in the government.
What?
Good morning. How you doing?
She got friends everywhere.
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, seems like you're just not getting started.
No, actually, I've been up for like an hour. Made a couple calls. But yeah, I've been up.
So what is it, 2:00 in the afternoon?
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I got up early today.
That's good.
I wanted to sleep in, but I didn't.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
All right. You sent two. You sent two, right?
One and then one. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you remember which one I'm talking about, though. They got white beater and the same shorts on, but your head was cut off at the top. It was a side picture. But I know you took more than one.
How was the hair?
Yeah.
How was the hair?
Oh, wonderful.
I mean, no. Was it down, braided?
No, braided.
Oh, okay. You're talking about upstairs, the picture I took upstairs. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, it's like it was on the side, but
But I know you have other angles of that picture. That's what I was saying.
Aren't that many sides to it? What does it mean, angles?
Yeah, I think
but it was upstairs, me standing. I get it.
Yeah. I think you need to talk to your friend out there in the government out there. Something happened to their people. Yes, yeah. So you need to call them today.
Okay, I'll call him.
All right. Okay, well, you have a wonderful day.
Oh!
Does she know or she don't know?
Oh, they know. Yeah, they know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll call him. I'll call after work. Okay.
Oh!
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
I cannot. What's going on here? Oh, okay. We're going to go into, let me see. Which one we going to do next? Are we going to do come on, downloads, come up. Come up, downloads. Took you long enough. Okay, so are we going to do Does Your Heart Hurt? Or there was another one I downloaded. I can't find him. The Scary Man's on here. Well, I guess we're going to do Does Your Heart Hurt? Because that's all I seem to see. Could have sworn it was another one I downloaded. So let's get into it after I catch my breath. What you waiting for to come on? My goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. Got to catch up with these comments. Native was in here acting a fool, so that threw me off. And then that scooter in the trash can, that was just too much. I wasn't ready for it. Houston Foodie says she doesn't listen and do what she want to do all the time. Chick-fil-A gal says laughter is good for the soul. Yeah, we ain't sitting up in here all depressed like Nesto is. Hey, let's talk about it all, says I know he wants.
In this call from July 27th, 2023, Lamont is on the line for the first 5 minutes with Nesto and Sonia. They talk about how Shirley is done. After Lamont hangs up, Nesto and Sonia continue talking about that situation, an alleged victim, and Nesto's charges. Take a listen.
Hello?
Hello?
You get something?
What?
You get some in your system?
I'm eating right now.
Oh.
So your brother's on.
What?
What is it? So your brother's on. He called.
Keisha Marie said this heifer talks her throat dry. Hey, Calm, Cool, and Collected. Calm, Cool, and Collected said he can't get a word in edgewise. Never. And she don't know when to shut up, and she don't know how to take a hint. You ain't got to say okay bye to me twice. Maybe the first time I might not have heard you, but I definitely heard you the second time. You don't have to keep saying that to me.
What's up, man?
Oh, man. And I'm trying to make it back. I'm trying to get back.
Y'all can sit there all y'all want, but y'all know all y'all hear is the human beatbox. Y'all know y'all hear the fat boys when he talk.
In the country, man. I'm sitting at the airport, man.
Okay. Well, be safe out there, player. Be safe out there. I'm trying to get back to the
man. I'm trying to. I talked to our people, man. They said they ain't got down. They ain't busting no moves. They say got down. She just got down. Say fuck it.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm straight. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just let them do what they got to do.
They'll be fine and free.
That's okay. Yeah, I told you that a long time
Yeah.
ago. I told you that a long time ago, man. I'm good on that. That's over with. That's been over with.
Yeah, nah, fat baby pork chop got him. Man.
He said baby pork chop.
Listen, man. That's okay. All that's good.
This man is literally sitting on the phone chomping on something as he speaks, we already know he's a fat boy, and he gonna have the nerve when he calls other people fat. It's like he's like degrading them when he says it, and he happens to be fat himself. So what the hell is he talking about?
Good. Let that be what they're gonna be. I was trying to tell you. One thing I know for sure, this ain't my first rodeo, it ain't my last rodeo.
I think it is.
I'm good. I'm straight. I got what I need. You on the phone with them? I'm straight.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, wait.
Well, so,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You know why I say I'm good? Because you probably don't remember, but I done got plenty of phone calls. And we say, "Oh man, I'm so sorry, man. I should have stayed with you, man. I should have believed in you. I'm so sorry." No, they did that because they know that was the greatest.
This mouse.
Come up, and they.
Now, see, the mouse that made me forget what I was going to say. I was so busy trying to make it work. But is this man? Oh, I know what it was. He said he made his choices on the phone, so he don't need her. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that.
Yeah. So it's going to happen again.
Y'all see, I thought Tina was going to fall apart after she left him, but look at where she ended up, and look at where he ended up, and how he ended up.
Yeah, so I'm not worried. Not at all. That's fine.
well, you sound good today. Sound good. Good.
Yeah, because here's the thing. One thing for sure. I ain't did nothing. So I got to stick with that. You know, if I lose my favor, then how am I get where I'm going? If you tell me I got favor, how am I believe that I got favor? You tell me I got it and ain't acting like it. I know I got favor.
Like, so, there you go. That's the person I know right there.
Yeah.
I know it was coming back. I was waiting. Goddamn, what's my favorite field? Because goddamn, I feel like I want to run track now. Goddamn. Like, really about 20 pounds.
Almost.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, you got to go through real pressure to get to the next level now. You got to get to.
Did this Negro say, use a metaphor of running the track? Did he really say that?
You got to go through some pressure to get to the next level.
Right. Straight. To go through some pressure.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure right here, bro. There's a lot of pressure. This ain't no ordinary pressure.
Hell no. But an ordinary person wouldn't be able to take it.
No, it ain't. So guess what? If it's meant for me to do it,
it's ordinary people. So our pressure always gonna be different.
Yeah. So it's fine. I'm cool, man. You see me hooping and hollering and you don't see me doing all that. I'm gonna keep exactly my same pace. I'm keep the same pace, bro.
He's acting like
if it take me goddamn 5 years to sit in this bitch to clear my.
He's acting like he has choices. And like after they say, we find you guilty, he's still going to have choices. Dude, you are not going to have any choices. Hey, Breezy B.
My goddamn name. That's what it is. It's going to be two things. Motherfucker going to be dead or fucked up or still living to see this shit. One or the other. Because they going to see it. So I ain't worried about that shit, bro. That less pressure on me.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey, I'm with you.
You're good.
Yeah, them shit. They were cloudy, but they clear now.
They what now?
So you don't want mine. They were cloudy, but they clear. Shit, nigga.
It is what it is. What you said.
He opened up his eyes. They were cloudy. Now they're clear. Meanwhile, he's behind bars, and Shirley is free, prancing around in her beautiful tops and things, blowing out birthday cakes and candles and whatnot. What you doing? What you do for your birthday, Nesto, last year and this year?
Hey man, if they ain't trying to do nothing, hey man, you need some money? I get the money up my damn self. That's what you told me. You told me that. You told me that.
That's what it is.
Oh, okay. You don't see me calling you. Hey, no, I ain't doing that.
There you go with the sound
effects. Gonna do what they gonna do, or they ain't gonna do it. So guess what? I'm not guilty. I see if I was guilty, going down the road, got a handcuff, going on the bus, and I ain't even near that shit. I ain't even near that, and I'm counted out. So that's okay. I've been counted out before, and I'm good. I'm straight. So I'm good. You got it?
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I'm gonna let you go. Let y'all go and chat.
Look, I'm so far behind these comments. Aaliyah TV said maybe Bible Lady and Woody he's referring to. Oh, when he was, who knows? But Calm, and Collective says, no, I love you very, 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 very much. Nothing. You didn't hear, you did not hear that at all. The thrill is gone. Where BB King at?
I'm gonna jot down. Hey, I'm gonna try to find me something to eat. And I love you. And I'll touch base with you on tomorrow.
All right. Okay. Cool. Thanks, lady.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. She seems upset.
Huh?
She don't even want to give up a number. That's what he was asking her for the phone numbers, and she was like, she ain't doing nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
She wouldn't even give up no phone numbers. I was like, what? Yeah, she said he embarrassed her, and she don't want to do nothing. So I was like, wow.
Okay,
that's fine.
That's what she's supposed to do.
All that's gonna be just fine.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all that's fine. All that's fine. I'm not worried about none of that. I'm not.
Okay.
I told you that. I don't know why nobody listens to what I'm saying.
You're not worried about the relationship part. I was just speaking on the fact that here's the thing. She can't be mad at you because this is not something you did intentionally that would come out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but when he slept with all of those people, he slept with you being one of them. That was intentional. So make no mistake, that was intentional. And that's probably what pisses her off the most. Forget about these charges. I'm sure she's pissed off about those too. But the fact that he was dipping and diving and sleeping with everything, running around with diseases, so I heard allegedly, she has every reason to be pissed off and uncooperative.
This shit
Look, let's hear what kind of theory and logic she's going to apply.
On some anger and of, bad police work bullshit.
Right.
So,
and that's fine.
And it's a thing, but when you date a black man, you just got to be prepared for anything because the police and them be out after them for whatever they can do to them. So that's just comes with it.
Yeah, that's fine. All of that's fine. All that's fine. I really don't even worry about that right now.
Okay. I don't know about anybody else, but I've dated all kinds of men, but some of them have been black, and none of them were ever arrested, except for the one I threw in jail. They were never arrested. Everybody eventually gets pulled over for driving while black. Those things happen. But getting arrested for SA and CP and all these other things, ripping off women, theft by deception, having a lease in this name and that name. No, that's not normal everyday living and normal everyday things, and not what you would expect out of the partner that you're with.
I had a good day today. I got you straightened out in your taxi ride. I got you straightened out. Got myself straightened out for the day. We'll pass it. We're going to the day tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, so I know whatever's going to be, it's going to be. It is what it's going to be. Yeah. All I got to do is see if we're going to go down next week. I'm going to see if we're going to go down.
Yeah, he was asking me, and I was like, you go to court Monday. So he's saying when he get back, he got to meet with that girl.
Hey, Ebony.
Talk to her in person. So you can get the phone numbers from her.
What?
Yeah. But she said she knows and she's seen everything. But he said he got on one of his phones, he said he got to go to the storage unit he got the little girl. He said he got her recorded saying that she do whatever it takes.
Lady T-Bug is still with us. A lady, I put that person that I was married to in jail. Had to do it 3 times before I could officially get him to move out my house. And then he burnt it down. But yeah, him, that guy.
She a pimp out here, and she do anything for fucking money. She don't give a fuck. It's like a whole bunch of stuff he got her saying on tape.
For real?
Joey and Wade.
Yeah. Yep. I told him, I was like, well, you could testify to it because she said it. She said it to me, but I recorded it too. And I was like, well, you can always testify. As long as it's not hearsay, you could testify to it, that she said that. As long as somebody didn't tell you she said it, you can do it. It just can't be hearsay. It has to be you directly heard.
He got that on recording. He got that on recording.
He said he going to go look in his stores that he got it in recording. Yep. He's been thinking, I guess.
Oh.
But yeah, he got her on recording saying that.
Y'all tell me, is this the one where he said where Lamont claims that he had her was it was either the essay victim or the stepdaughter has them on recording saying that they set him up or some nonsense. Is that what he's talking about?
That sound like them too.
She'd do whatever it takes. This, that, and the other. She just about that money.
That sound like them.
Because you know what a lot of women do? They cry assault, just turn around and sue civilly and get paid like that too. Because that's what Trey Songz is going through right now. They scream assault and then they try to sue you civilly.
This ain't the first time though with him. He done been through that shit a lot, ain't he?
Yeah, and you're trying to tell us everybody's lying on Trey Songz. You know, he's just innocently being accused of putting his hands in places where they don't belong. You know, see, that's the problem. Everybody thought Keke Palmer was lying when she told us about him years ago. Just like people saw with their own eyes what R. Kelly was doing, you know, with the underage girl. But, you know, everybody wanted to act like it was something new when the 2000s came around. And this is something he had been doing. And was a lady. I will also have you to know that fool that I was stupid enough to marry had the nerve to think he didn't understand restraining order meant restraining order. He just thought he could call me on the phone and harass me. I mean, he just don't listen. The head was definitely hard. That's a part of my life that I try to black out as much as possible, unless it's a teachable moment, because I never want to remember that I married that.
Do it twice, maybe 3 times, but that don't mean that it's true, because one, he got money. You got a lot of money. You're dealing with groupies and bitches that's at your pocket. They do a lot of schemy, screamy shit, you know.
Y'all know I'm about to look, but I'm pretty sure Trey Songz does not have a lot of money. Houston Foodie said, yeah. Houston Foodie said that Trey Songz probably don't have no money. I'ma look. How you doing, Leo lady? I said, why are some of these dudes so angry? Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps Native can tell us if he's still here. The Brown wants me. You want me to drop the link? Okay, I will do that. And okay, let's get back into her lying.
And you tell them no, they run. You know what I'm saying? Because he attracts trouble because of who he is.
You need to have that shit. When are you supposed to be getting back?
He at the airport now. That's what he asked when you two have court.
Yeah, he need to get that to the lawyer tomorrow.
They need to get that tomorrow. Or he needed to testify. That's why I told him, I said, if you can't find it, you definitely can testify to that.
No, you got to go into the court.
Vic Tideville said, my ex-husband did the same thing to me. He was showing up and sneaking into my job, talking to my neighbors. Restraining order means no contact. They don't get it. Then he had the nerve to be mad because they told him that if he was in a store shopping and I happened to walk in there, he'd have to be the one to leave. He did not like that at all. And Harmon says, so sorry you had that experience. Yeah. I fell for I'm sorry, I won't do it again one time. And then, he almost unalived me. So that's when I was like, And what really saved me is that the neighbors, I was able to get the door cracked and the neighbors heard me and they called the police for me. So that's what really saved me. But yeah, that's why I don't like it when people say they're going through domestic violence and they're really not. Because although I don't ever want to agree with Sonya, that does happen. Women will lie about that sometimes, but not all the time and not most of the time. So, yeah, let's get back into it. I'm gonna drop the link as soon as yeah, okay, let me do that.
Wrong with that. You just
I know.
And
Well, no, you still can. Listen, you still can testify because a lot of things people don't record. So you still can say, this is the thing she said to me over a course of time. She said this, she said that. This is her character. This is her mindset.
Okay.
That's all. But,
yeah, I'm not worried about that other shit. That I'm not even worried about none of that. I'm good at that. I'm just trying to get free here, right fast. Yes, and get free.
that was on the hard drive a long time ago. About 34 images, but only 4 clear ones, and 2 it could be a grown up.
Okay.
Because just because you say flat chested, I don't even know anybody flat chested in Katie's school. All them little girls got titties. All of them got big asses and titties.
Okay.
So to say that's a child, I'm like, that's crazy because
Okay.
It just sounds like when they explain it on the thing, it sounds like it's a guess. It's not an absolute. You get me?
Okay, I'm past that part. Let's get back to you now.
Yes. What you want to talk about?
I want to make sure you're straight in your head. You know where you're at. I'm down to make sure you're good right now.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it, listen, I'm okay. I'm okay. I know you're done selling me down a lot of.
My concert starts at 6:30, so that's no problem.
Your what?
The concert on Sunday, it starts at 6:30.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I think 2:00, no problem.
Okay. All right. So what I'm saying to you is I want to make sure you're good. Your mindset, everything is good with you. That's it. Don't worry about the rest. Everything else will be fine. Everything will be fine.
I'm not super. I just don't want you to feel like you got pressured. That's all. I don't want you to feel like it's some pressure on you.
No, you done said the same thing over and over and over. I'm grown.
I know. But sometimes people do things out of obligation.
No, I done did that.
Whoosh. It took me a minute to get that link and everything together, but I did it. Hey, Sleepy Libra.
Yeah, I told you I did all that now. I did all that. I need to be on something else. I need to be sitting my ass down and enjoy what's around me. And I don't have to live fake. I don't have to do none of that shit. I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
Good. I'm straight.
Be those regular schmegler.
He's always talking about living fake. And he didn't have a problem with living fake when he was with her. Now, all of a sudden, living fake. He's got all these complaints. But now, if she's as dry as she was when she was when she was doing that audiobook, I understand it.
What's up?
Yeah, and that's fine. Man. Them folks say I embarrass them. It's okay. But see, the embarrassing part when they got to come back and say they're sorry.
Okay.
Oh, you know that's coming.
Yeah, I know all that's coming.
Oh, at the end, yeah, that always comes. Oh, well, I should have. And
It's too late for that shit.
Right.
Keep thinking that.
So that's all I'm saying right now. Now I'm good. So
it Just at the airport board and ain't got nobody else to talk to. He just called me like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Right, 5 minutes before you called me.
Okay. All of that's cool. That's fine. I can hear in their head, oh, he need to stay in there. He need to do this. I already know how all that go. That's some other people talking. I know all that. I'm cool with all that. I know how that shit goes. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm fine. I'm fine. Trust me, my head ain't hurting on that. I ain't even worried about nothing.
Is your heart hurt though?
My what?
Is your heart hurt?
My heart hurt.
Does your heart hurt? Not your head. Does your heart hurt?
Hell no. I done got past that shit.
Oh, my.
No.
I'm talking.
Yeah, because this is business now. This ain't that other shit. This is business. This is business. This ain't got nothing to do with no.
All right. Did it pause?
Shit.
I can't pause the damn thing.
No, I can't hold your hand across the goddamn. You know, they had a man off the cliff. He put his arm out there. This ain't that. Young folk did what they supposed to do. This as far as they can go. The train stopped.
Right.
So, I'm not trying to do
okay.
all that. That's why I was trying to tell him, listen, man, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to. That should give you a heart attack. That shit have you all going crazy.
Oh, please let me stop this so I don't have to listen to these people.
I've been waiting on one motherfucking year. I got it. Last week. All the unanswered questions.
Okay, first of all, Miss Boogie Down, thank you so much for the sticker, the super sticker. She says he doesn't want her incriminating him anymore than she already has. Makes no sense. She is helping the DA's office. She is so glad he buys her BS. Native, what took you so long? I requested you like 10 hours ago.
10 hours, my goodness, I was still at work. My black job don't just allow me to go anywhere, anytime. My black job keep me in one place.
They don't allow you to just drop everything and do a Nesto call.
No, that's terrible. A white job. That's a white job. You got my job mixed up with them white folks. I'm black job all the way. I can't. Once I'm clocked in, I'm in. They don't allow all that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Because I had said earlier that, here come Jay Vickers up in here to start some trouble. Because I had said a little earlier when we were on one of those other calls for you to come up, because I would really love to hear you react to a live call. We get your letters and we love your letters. And if you all are not subscribed to Native Tribe, go on over there and do that, because you will really, really enjoy yourself listening to that foolishness. So y'all do that.
And then there's more foolishness coming. So, these letters inspire me. I listen to, Sonya, does your heart hurt? But does your heart hurt? Is your heart hurting? Yeah, nah, you need to ask Lamont, does his heart hurt? Because this Negro eats pork chops all the time. He the one with the hurt heart and the closed arteries and the clogged veins and all that. Varicose vein, yeah, ask him if his heart hurts. Since that's your second boyfriend.
I keep saying that he got a blunt in one hand and a pork chop in the other hand. Because every time he's on the phone, it sounds like he's got asthma or it's just, it don't sound right. And to just be downgrading women.
I'm sorry. He got a pork chop in both hands. He got the phone slid up under one of them jaws. See, it gets to the point that when you at Lamont stage, you got jaws. You ain't got a jawline. You ain't got a neck. It's the phone under one of them jaws. And that's how he talks to Nesto.
Where is he going with all these trips? Isn't he always in the airport, seems like lately? He's in the airport all the time.
He's in the airport, but see, Atlanta airport has some of the best food in the world. Like if Atlanta airport like a food court. Like he go there and he gets some food. He in there eating. He ain't going nowhere.
And Harmon said with a dirty wife beater on.
There you go.
Jay Vickers says Lamont gives congestion.
Yeah, he sure do. It's contagious.
I said Said fat boy breathing. Don't get me tickled. I'm sorry, y'all, but I get tickled. I'm still, my stomach is like really, you know how you laugh so much your stomach starts to feel funny. I'm telling you, that scooter took me out. I was not expecting to see that.
Man, look, I had to stand up and clap for Shay. When I saw that, I gave her a standing ovation. Very good, ma'am. I see you. Because how in the world she found somebody with a scooter carrying trash to the trash? That is genius unfolding in front of us, people. Y'all got to recognize what Shay doing.
And just when I thought Shay's favorite clip was the green waters, now I think this one might be.
Nah. Let me tell you what my favorite. I love the scooter, but let me tell you what Shay did the other day when she said, when Sonia's like, "Yeah, we spending $600 a month. We spending $600 a month." I was like, "Yes, indeed, she did that. She did that." Now, come on, now, Shay, come on.
I still don't see them calculations. I just don't. I just don't understand. I mean, how do you spend 600 on the jail stuff? Okay. Because, and then how do you live? I mean, y'all say you don't eat.
No, but I told you before. What does Sonya spend money on? Hair grease? No. Hairdos? No. Hairstyles? No. Food?
She got to buy the hair. She got to buy the hair though.
Clothes? I mean, she got her hair from Temu. She's shopping like a millionaire. She's shitting like a millionaire. She's doing all kinds of shit like a millionaire. But it ain't got nothing to do with no retail or no place that me and you or anybody else go to. She don't buy no food. She eat Alfredo all the time. Her biggest expense is pull-ups and diapers. I'm telling you, that's her biggest expense. And you know, she probably put them on layaway.
Said the weed. A lady, I don't think she does weed. She has said before she didn't understand why people smoke weed. Hey, Miss Mad About Music. Oh, and Bank, poor Bank didn't get her notification. Yes, Bank, we have been on here cracking up and having a good time. It's funny. I didn't realize that I got notifications for my own live until I saw one day. Haven't seen one since.
Black Lady Love, I appreciate you listening. So there's more of this foolishness. I love the fact that y'all love this foolishness, so I'm gonna keep it coming. You know, I'm just trying to spread them out a little bit. You know, I'm get some breathing room so I can kind of put the camera back to work. But I say y'all gonna look out for one by the weekend. I should have one put together by then. So we gonna keep it. We gonna keep it moving. But thank y'all for all the support. I appreciate you.
I know you had done that teaser. I do not like them teasers because I was just ready. I had some popcorn and everything ready when I saw that Dre teaser. And then I said, what? I was like, oh, no. I was in my feelings about that.
We got to keep it suspenseful. You know what I mean? Like, we got to keep it suspenseful. So we got to keep, we got to keep it rolling. But Dre, look, I'm telling you, Dre, oh boy, Dre could have been a lot worse than what it was. Because that dude,
you were kind of light on Dre. I was still cracking up.
Dre could have been a lot worse, but I was like, but I thought about Sylvia and I thought about Lamont. I said, we finna go in. It's about to go there.
Was it Sylvia's or Sonia's when you said something about that they needed a CNC?
Oh no, that was definitely Sylvia. I don't know if you ever heard Sylvia read before.
Oh.
It's embarrassing, yo. Like, it's embarrassing, man. I mean, like, she be trying, and then she be trying, like, she be like, I'm gonna get this word, I'm gonna say this Kevin Majeski, and she can't never get it right. So, I figured maybe there's a rule 23 where she can bring in a CNC and the cow goes move the duck goes quack. I don't know, something to help her, something.
Okay, I did a live where, and not to be funny, I did a live so that I could hear her read his what was it, y'all? Whatever the thing was she read on Nesto, the hearing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did a live, but and I know her reading skills, they're lacking a little bit, but it It had me cracking up. So y'all, I guess, and then she read something else one time and I played that. Well, I guess, she's tired of me talking about her. So she has done gone, she uses AI. she was
Mhm.
she was on there the other night reading something about Bootsy, and the AI things just right in the middle stopped working.
Wow.
Oh, she would not read. Somebody from her chat came up and finished reading. She would not read. I said, "Oh, I do kind of feel kind of bad,
Mm.
for making fun. It's not her fault. She don't know that S's are at the middle of something, at the end of some
Listen,
things.
at
You
the
know,
ripe old age of 75, it is her fault if she cannot read. It is completely her fault. She passes by schools all the time. She passes by high schools, middle schools. She passed elementary school. She passes. She could pick any one of them and stop in. Any one of them.
I just, one time, I guess, but see, see, now, the other day I said, y'all, it was explained to me in my comments that English is her second language. So that's why she can't ever find the S's on the end of words. So, I'm trying to say, okay, I understand, but they started cutting up in the chat,
Wait,
making me
so
laugh.
what's her first language? Foolishness, gorilla, ebonics. What she speak first?
Creole French.
Come on, come on now. We we not finna sit up here and insult all the beautiful Creole and French people in this chat and in this internet. We not finna do that. No, because every Creole. I lived in New Orleans. I know Creole people, and I know them that can speak Creole perfectly and speak English perfectly. What's her excuse?
Houston Foodie. That is her first. That is her first. English is the second. The Creole French is the first language.
English is her fourth or fifth language. I don't know what is in the gap between Creole and English. English is not her second language. It's her third, fourth, or fifth
Banks
language.
said she's been here 50, 11 years.
Thank you, Bank. We ain't finna insult these people like that. Nah.
I be trying to be nice because I'm a nice person. So I be trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Well,
I don't believe them 3 degrees. I don't believe that, but
3 degrees of what? Talking about the group? The 3 degrees? The
no.
singing group? Who
She
we
has
talking about?
3 degrees, but nobody can seem to tell me what they're in.
3 degrees of what? Like 3 degrees of, because she ain't been to school that long. It take a while to get them. She ain't been to school that long. I'm just saying. I mean, so
Yes,
3 degrees. What the 3 degrees in?
nobody has told me, but I honestly think somebody did say journal. Somebody did say journal. I'm just
Don't you
telling you
say
what the people
journalism?
said in the comments. They said one of them's in journalism.
Don't you say journalism? Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
That's
Nah.
what they said. But then they said she used to be a licensed private detective.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to bed. I ain't gotta. I can't with this. I can't with this. I'm going to bed. This is ridiculous.
Banks said 3 degrees of separation
From English,
from
yes.
reality reading to righteousness.
Ridiculous, man.
Y'all, but they speak, isn't it Creole French? Isn't that what the Haitians speak? That's what they speak. Because
Yeah, they
Deborah
do.
C says she's Creole, but I mean, and probably what's spoken here by Creoles, and I know some of y'all are Creoles, y'all can tell me that, but over there in Haiti, that's what they speak is Creole French. Who is this? Bank? Is this Bank up? Somebody told me what the degrees are in. Let me scroll. Somebody said 3 degrees of reality reading righteousness is gonna take me out again. I don't know. Somebody said, was that I said it was a PI business? Is it business administration? I lost it, y'all. Somebody just answered the question. They said she is got something to do with business. Hey, all things joy.
She got 3 degrees, and one
Not
of
the
them
group.
and one of them in is one of them in is one of them in theology. Like, has she gone to any kind of seminary?
Well, apparently apparently she has. And the only reason why I'm saying this, or a certificate program, I should say, because, she said she was going to, I guess she found out phone calls from prison has her visits. So she's going to go and put in the paperwork that she is a minister. And then that way her visits won't be recorded. Now, that's what the people had told me in the comments. That's what they had said. So,
but she didn't know to do that first, knowing that the lady is putting out all the stuff. She didn't think about that first. See, my point is that she kind of too slow to be any kind of degreed person. She's not a serious individual. You see what I'm saying? Like, she can't just be degreed and not know that. First thing I probably need to do is make sure that these ridiculous phone calls or these ridiculous visits are not put out and that they're private. She ain't think of that first. But some kind of way, I believe she got a degree.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 3 of them. All 3 of them.
According to N. Harmon, someone said Erica printed out those degrees for her.
N. Harmon, you are completely correct.
Well, I said...
It's ridiculous.
Don't got me acting some kind of silly on here. I says 2 degrees in marriage, sharing chicken wings, and showing off Tata.
For real.
When I saw that, I wasn't ready for that either. I should be warned when these things happen. Never seen them?
I ain't seen it either. No, I have not seen it because, look, I don't watch Animal Planet. I don't watch National Geographic. I don't watch none of that. And I wasn't finna watch her. So she wasn't finna get an exception to the rule. No, I'm good. I'm good. Well, see, I'm good, Sylvia. I'm good.
Somebody else, I watched that in somebody else's life. I didn't start watching that woman until I started making videos, and I figured, well, hey, she makes good content. But I don't do it like I used to because I just don't have the patience to sit over there and listen to her. Do you know one day she literally went and answered the door. Her daughter came over. While she's ringing the bell, I don't know, because why doesn't she have a key, or can't she just walk in? So she literally puts the line on hold while she goes and lets her in. And then she's on live and the daughter is talking to her. And I'm like, this is so crazy. So like there's 2 things going on. And me having ADHD, I get distracted easily. So I'm like trying to hear the conversation her and her daughter's having, because the one she's having with the chat is not interesting to me. And then she put them on hold again while they talked some more. And I thought, this is just rude. I can see if you have to all of a sudden go to the bathroom, because I had to learn the hard way. Don't drink so much water while you're doing a live. Once I learned that and had to say, look, y'all, hold on, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So I learned, but she knows better. The eating on camera with her mouth open. She just does stuff that she gives material away by doing those things. And I don't think she knows it.
I stopped watching her because I promise you, I used to be like, what is wrong? Why she can't see? Like, first of all, why are you so close to the camera? Do being close to the camera help you see? And then she can't find the glasses. And then one day she couldn't find the files. And then one day we had to put a 1 in the chat if we could hear her. And then, it was just like, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, look, I can't find this file. Okay, guys, hold on. I can't find it. I know I just had it before I went live. I can't find it. So now we got to wait for you to find your stuff so that man, I got other stuff to do, man. I got other stuff to do. It's probably a football game on or something. So
Jay Vickers said her whole life is full of her asking for supplies. If she's not asking for supplies, because when y'all came over here, I was like, the people that came over here to my live, and they're lying to me, because they tried to tell me that she was over there trying to, hotspot? She was trying to get it paid. Well, the people was not lying to me. She really was on there asking for people to give her money, so she could pay it. And then the next day she put up the receipt that she paid it. I said,
she had to do a GoFundMe for a $40 dress that her invisible husband should have bought for her. Come on now. One of them degrees wasn't in trying to get a job or something. Why we gotta fund your $40 dress? I don't understand that.
Her job is sitting up there with YSL. Now wait a minute. Now she likes that young thug. and Woody is testifying for the prosecution. How does that work? Because she's friends with both of them. She loves them both. How does that work? I mean, shouldn't you pick a side? Especially when you're dealing with those type of people.
Woody remind her of R. Kelly. Woody remind her of R. Kelly when she look at that bald head and the fact that he can barely read and R. Kelly can barely read. Yeah, she found a connection that way, and that's the attraction. She think that she look at him and like, ooh, Robert, and then she just that's the attraction.
Banks says she was over there in that chat and she was getting mollywopped by the mods. And let me tell y'all, now I will say I peeked over there. No, wait a minute. Let me tell y'all. Sometimes I can't sleep at night and I'd be up. So I click on my phone and say, hey, what's going on? Clicked on my phone and I'm not lying. My hand to God. It was like 4 something in the morning. I turned on. And I see the first video I see, this woman is laying on the floor and she's got, y'all know those balls that they use in Pilates and yoga and stuff. She had one of them and she was rolling around. I was like, what is going on this day? I had to get my glasses because I was in shock. But yeah, she was just rolling around the ball. And I think, now, this is only me thinking because I don't know for sure, but it appeared that she had been in the sauce. And I think that's what was she doing up that early? Just acting silly. So, but y'all,
Victor DeVille says she cries so much. I remember one live. She was live and just was like, I don't know why people are so mean to me. I don't know why. And then she started crying. And I'm like, all right, like the title was like Nesto gets bail or going to bail trial. So I'm trying to figure out what she's talking about. And then just told her to stay away. And actually like put her little logo up so she could cry. Hold on, guys. And she started crying. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're crying about. Like, I would love to be sympathetic for you right now. I would love that right now, but I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, she was just like, okay, I gotta go. And then she ended the live. The live lasted for like 10 minutes. If anybody remember that day, the live lasted like 10 minutes and it was all of her crying.
Yes. Was that the time? Because one time they tell me Dennis went in her chat one time and said something mean to her, and she cried so bad she had to get off of the live.
That might have been it, or I think it was somebody else that said something to her that was like, they said something accurate, like, your channel sucks. And she was like, oh my God, my channel sucks. Everybody's so mean. And she just like shut down the whole live. I mean, look, I be waiting on Dennis to say something to her. I be waiting on that because she don't know how to act. When Dennis say something, she don't know how to act when that happens. So I'll just be waiting on him. He be coming out the bushes, just bam. I bought you a $40 dress. Oh, that'd be it for her. She loses it completely.
Well, I want to let y'all know her membership and stuff is just growing. The one night I peeked in last week or so, honey, they was making it rain memberships. It was all green, all up and through the chat. They was dropping super chats and all of that. I said, well, it's giving $20 here and $20 there. I said, oh, this is the night for her. I mean, it shocked me. I was like,
they're gonna figure it out
over here.
They're gonna figure it out. Just like all of us done figured it out. They're gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I told y'all Jay Vickers was problems. She's a troublemaker here. She says that live when they had a town meeting of the mods talking trash about her on somebody else's channel, and it got back to her. She took everybody's wrenches, then gave them back. I played that over here. Boy, we had a good time.
Dang.
They was coming. I kid you not. She was dropping the link. They was coming up there, and she was saying, they were saying, well, you're a thief. Well, if you give her $5 back, I want my money back. And I think you're scamming because you knew I was gonna match whatever they gave. So they were trying to say that the mods they would give money, right? And then there's people who agreed to match whatever she collected. So if she collected $500, somebody else was going to match that $500, and they were trying to say that she was taking half the money and splitting it up between mods.
Where's she gonna get $500 from? Yeah, of course.
She those people. I mean, I don't know why, but they do give to her. They give to her.
And then what she do with it? Because she couldn't get her own dress to go to whatever the hell. What her invisible husband do? He just invisible for a living? Because I ain't never seen him. She don't ever talk about him. He don't come in the room. He don't knock on the door. Like none of that.
I only hear her talk about it when he comes back from Africa. I think it's another family there, because why is he always there? You married him so he could come here and live, and he keeps going back over there. What's going on?
I don't know. I think that's her imaginary friend. Remember on Sesame Street, Big Bird had Snuffleupagus and couldn't nobody see him but Big Bird. That's her husband. Her husband, Mr. Snuffleupagus. We ain't never seen this dude. I don't think he exists, or he invisible or something. Because why would you see? Here's the thing with me. Like, I feel like.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I feel like that man ran off with the green card. He sure did.
That's what I was doing.
Cause where he at? Where is he at? Where is this dude? Man.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just like, like him. If you listen to any of these content,
her and Dana Shay went to court.
Oh, that's what it is. She need to put one of them trackers on her husband so she'll know where he at.
Her and Dana J went to court, and he did go. This was about 2 months ago, and he did go. So he was here for that, because he was in the car with the riding on the pad. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe it's just me. Sometimes I like traditional roles. If I'm riding with my husband, I want him to drive. If he doesn't have anything wrong with him, I want him driving. Right. And she was driving, and he was just kind of leaned back in the passenger seat. And I was like, that's not a good look. But that's just me. That's my own personal thing. I don't know.
I mean, you probably would prefer a real husband. That's what I'm saying. You probably would prefer a real life human being instead of your imagination. That's all I'm saying. You traditional like that. You like real people be next to you. Got you. I am too. I'm in that tradition as well.
Because I'll be daggone if I'm going to be on the internet at 1 o'clock in the morning while I lay in bed. My husband is not laying there with me. Of course, I'm not going to be on it anyway, and I'm married and I got other things I could be doing. I'm not going to do it. But I'm like, where is this man? Does he live in the house? Does he live somewhere else? You don't hear. Even here, I've been on live, and y'all may not have heard it, but, I sit in the dining room, and sometimes my sister will come out and she'll go in the kitchen and, turn on water and stuff. I don't say anything, but, I mean, I know it picks up. But y'all hear dogs. I mean, you just hear things in my background. I don't hear anything in her background, ever, no matter where she is.
All the content creators that are married or have a significant other or whatever, we hear them. Either they come in or they talk about them or they did something fun or they tell a story. Man, I ain't never heard that lady tell a story about her husband. Not one time. I take that back. She said something about he was proud of her. And I'm like, proud of you for what? What, you ate vegetables? What he was proud of you for? That's all. Everybody else, you listen and, they be like, oh, hey, babe, hey, whatever. And, go back to their live or whatever, they handle it or whatever. But we ain't never heard that lady talk to that dude. He ain't never knocked on the door.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I have heard people who have significant others, and their significant other has just come home from work, and, they'll motion to him, I'm on live. And, but he still talks for like a couple of seconds. You don't never see that going on. Never.
Because that dude is imaginary. You cannot tell me that dude exists. I don't think so.
Oh, Jay Vickers is reminding me what happened in that live I had played where the folks was telling her about her, where she demodded people. Jay Vickers said, they said.
Dang.
Sorry. Because I'm just having flashbacks remembering it. They said that her shirt was ugly. She was a scammer. The main girl that said she would donate just so it could be matched, but the girl never donated.
Wow.
She just said it so IS could get more pleasures.
Wow.
If you have not seen that, I think that might have been one of my 3-hour lives. Oh my God. That was so funny.
Wow.
I would never put that on YouTube. Y'all wouldn't be sitting up here clowning me like this because I done put on the YouTube where my the mods and everybody's telling me I'm scamming people. And Lady T said that live was lit. Y'all ain't gonna sit up and I will never. If you want to hear folks say I'm scamming them, let them go and make a channel and tell you that. But I'm not gonna let. But she did. She was letting them up. You know this one. What the one dude say? Jay Vickers gonna get me straight. What did he say? I'm the reason everybody start calling you auntie. I'm the reason. And then you do me like that. You took my stick. You timed me out. I think she put him on restriction for 2 days or something. I don't know.
Wow. She will block you though. Like she will block you. Like I have seen her block people. Like people that normally are like on her side, and if they say the wrong thing, she's super rude. Like I mean, I really feel like she take her audience for granted. Honestly, I do, because like she is rude. If you say the wrong thing, and she feel like you trying to get at her, she will block you, and she will be very, very, very Wow, that woman greased her belly online. She showed did. She showed did. That ain't a lie, y'all. If y'all don't know, this comment that's on the screen right now, she did that. She did that. That woman greased her belly online. She did. And ain't no shame.
There's just some things that I'm not gonna do. You know, like one day y'all might see me on camera, but I don't go on camera because I 9 times out of 10 am doing my lives at this time of night. Listen, when I get home, I like to be me. I like to be free. You know, I kick off the shoes, take off the bra, and that's how I like to be.
Okay.
Put the hair up, throw something on, and that's that. So, you know, I'm not going to be on camera. I'm just not going to do it. You know, there might be a time when I do it, but for now, you know,
so what you saying?
Like to chill.
What you saying is that when you come home, you do like Lamont do. You take your shoes off and take your bra off, because that's what he do too. He come in and take his shoes and his bra off too. So you saying that you like to? That's what you like. Y'all both like to be free, because he like to be free too. So that's pretty dope.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And y'all don't want to see that.
Well, I mean, if I had a choice between you and Lamont, it'd be you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, because that.
Shelly C, how long you been here? Shelly C is here. Did I know that? I'm not sure I knew that. These people got me laughing. We don't look. Me and Native didn't stop the call to sit up here and talk about people. And you know what?
Who could have seen this coming?
I can't even tell you what this call was about. Anybody know? I don't know. I play them Sonya calls, and sometimes I do be zoned out. I'm like, wait a minute, did she say? Sometimes it's because I really didn't hear, and other times it's just because I just started playing a game or something.
Because it don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Whatever she's saying don't matter. She's been saying the same thing for him since we've been listening to these calls. It's civil. Black people go to jail. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't really like the way she talk about Roswell. I live in Gwinnett County, and Roswell is not that far from here. I've been to Gwinnett. I've been to Roswell a lot. She tries to make Roswell seem like it's some kind of hick town, like it's, you know, like it's Mayberry or something. That's not what Roswell is, and it's not even that separate from the Atlanta metro. So, you know, I don't know where she's getting this from or why she's painting it to be like that, but that's not what Roswell is. Roswell is not a one stoplight, you know, dirt road place. It's a part of Metro Atlanta, and it's really, if you really want to know the actual truth about it, Roswell ain't the most racist part of this whole metro area. So I don't know what she's talking about. you know, and I hate that she paints the picture like that, because people that don't live here get this picture in their head where it's just like, you know, the Klan is in Roswell. Not at all. It's not even like that. So I hate the way she does that, and that irritates me because she don't know what she's talking about.
Well, she has said that, you know, it had all these negative reviews. So I went to look for the negative reviews. And, you know, I might have seen like 1 or 2 negative reviews, but all of the stuff that she was saying these reviews said, I didn't find. Now, she was supposed to post them on her channel, but that never happened. I never seen her post them unless somebody else did. Because, you know, I would only go over there to have a kiki when she went live, because people would be saying stuff to her and it was just so funny. So I would be having a kiki, and I like to laugh, and it don't take much to tickle me. So, you know,
and the other thing, so somebody just said they lived in Lawrenceville and in Roswell as well. So I think like I prefer to go to Roswell than to Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville got police all over the place. And then if we talking about reviewing the police, what police department finna have glowing reviews? Like, I mean, who goes on Yelp after you get a ticket and it's like, oh, Officer Johnson was fantastic at his job? No, nobody does that. So what reviews do you expect for the police to have? You know what I'm saying? Especially in a town like, you know, Metro Atlanta. What are we talking about? What are we really talking about? We talking about like they supposed to get 5 stars? Because I promise you, I've been pulled over in Gwinnett, DeKalb, Fulton, and I would give all of them 1 star. Yes, 1 star. Like it ain't got nothing to do with being black. It's the fact that y'all fucking with me, and I ain't feel like being fucked with. So yes, you get 1 star.
I've never been. In fact, I actually never heard of it before until she started talking about it. I've been to Stone Mountain. I've been to Marietta, Alpharetta. What is that other place? That's kind of country, but it's not country. I've been there, but I've never been to Roswell, or maybe I have and just didn't know it.
So Roswell is by Marietta, like it's north of Marietta. So it's like there's North Fulton County, and then there's the rest of Fulton County, right? The parts that Trump was arguing over, like that part of Fulton County. So like when you go up to northeast, yeah, that's to the east. So northeast of Marietta is Roswell, and then right next to that is Sandy Springs, and then all of that sits all in that same nested in that same little area. So I mean, you probably have, if you've been to Marietta, you probably did cross over into Roswell. It's by the Big Chicken. Everybody that's been here knows the Big Chicken is.
Yes, like I have. Do you know I have pictures of the Big Chicken?
Yes,
I had never seen such a thing.
It's ridiculous. So, but Roswell is like right there. It's like right to the east of where the Big Chicken is in Marietta, right over there. It's not what she's making it out to be, folks. I promise you, it's not like no hick town where they just put, there's nothing to do in Roswell. So the police that's not like that at all. Don't believe her. She lies about everything. And that's not her real hair. So which courthouse is the trial in? It's going to be in Fulton County. So I'm guessing he's housed in Cobb County. But the charges are in Fulton, so I'm guessing that it's going to be at the courthouse downtown Atlanta. That's my best guess as far as that is, because he is a Fulton County inmate. Like, in Cobb. Yeah, he's just in Cobb.
Well, isn't that what YSL's in Fulton County? Isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the same court. I think it's the same courthouse. I'm not familiar with like Fulton County Court, because I ain't never really had no dealing with them police at all. Like my tickets have been in DeKalb County, so well, I'll take that back. I know exactly where this trial's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be downtown. Yeah, downtown Atlanta. I just thought about that. I did live in Fulton County for a little while. Forgot all about that. I didn't live in Roswell. I lived in Sandy Springs, which is not far from Roswell, but I was there. Yeah.
In Harmon, who has orange hair? Y'all see? Does somebody have orange hair? I don't recall anybody.
She's talking about. Remember when Slorilla had a special guest on her show that day, and she was like, "I got a special guest, guys," and then she moved the camera over, and Sonya was out there looking like she just fell at the Kool-Aid factory. She She felt. She felt. Look, guys. Look who's with me. Look. And they went. And they went and ate food. I guess I don't know what they did. I guess they went to eat. Yeah.
I never saw that. I heard about it, but I never saw it. Yeah, they did go to lunch because when she that evening, I did see her, and she said, "Guys, I had a lunch date," and I'm like, "Who she had a date with?" And then I heard it was Sonya, so I'm like, okay.
Sonya looked like she was experimenting with them pause egg color things that you get at Easter. Remember at Easter time, you used to have the little things and they ain't never work right. Like you try to color your eggs with them. That was shit. She looked like she was experimenting with that. Tomas, can I borrow your egg coloring kit? Tomas?
I'm going to see how old people are in the chat. Do y'all remember when you used to dye your hair with the Kool-Aid? And girls, we was in school and girls was dyeing their hair with the Kool-Aid. I want to know is there anybody in this chat who remembers that? And when Sonya was talking about her hair that she dyed, what did she say? Did she say, I think she said that was her natural color and she dyed it black, but she didn't get to the roots or some nonsense that she said that I couldn't make sense of that made no sense whatsoever. She said something like that. To be honest, I actually thought that that color in her hair did not make her face look so hard. I mean, I thought I kind of liked it if she would just get it right and get it all over. I think that, it would take, some years off of her, but then who am I? Because remember, she keeps getting carded. She had just went to the club the other day and they carded her. So.
Yeah, they was trying, and they did that they was teasing her because they was just wanting to make sure that she wasn't just a little boy with some big titties. That's all. They just was like, what is going on with this person? Get a car, see what's going on now. That's all that was. But I said what I said. He is in Cobb County, which is like closer to Marietta. So she kind of gave away where she lives at. Like if you listen to the calls and you live here, when the things that she's describing like might not mean anything to you because you don't live here. But if you live here, then you realize that she's basically giving away, like, just by listening to the call. I haven't been to Marietta in months. But if I went to Marietta based on what she's saying in the calls, I could basically figure out where she lives. She lives near the Brave Stadium in Marietta, obviously. One of the restaurants that she mentioned in one of the calls is right across from there. So you could almost track where she is. Nesto is in Cobb County. That's in Marietta. Roswell is where all the crimes took place. That's in Fulton County. Fulton County ain't got no space. Fulton County is like, I don't even mess with Fulton County. I don't even go. I go to Atlanta sparingly. Like I go down there to take pictures or something and come back. But Fulton County is full. Rice Street, that's where he originally was, where he was talking about he fell down in a puddle of filth and people was peeing on him or whatever he was saying. That's Fulton County. They moved him out of there because they don't have no room. So he's in Cobb County. So that's where he is. So that's the reason why they moved him. I don't really think Fonnie Willis care about his safety at all. They just didn't have no more space. I don't think Fonnie listening to the way he called out her name, talking about Fannie. Oh, I'm Fannie. Okay, all right. Well, take your Fannie over there to Cobb County then. How about that?
Fannie Mae. I was like, that's the student loan lady. That's the lady who used to harass me, Fannie Mae. I don't know who you're talking about, because if you're talking about Fonnie, that's a different story.
For somebody that ain't never had student or loan, nah.
Well, I tell you what, though, I do think with this YSL thing, I do think that she's reaching. I'm just not seeing, and believe me, I do believe that he was and still is probably running a criminal enterprise. I mean, but she should have waited till she actually had a real case, because from what I see, it's a whole lot of going to court every day going on, but nothing's happening. I mean, so I think she kind of overreached with that one. She did it too fast. Perhaps maybe he should have stayed free for a little while longer and then arrest him. Woody, I expect Woody to just like run off somewhere. I don't blame him because they're getting on his nerves. Now, Bank was wondering because I do remember a call where she said she lived near the stadium. So is any of these places near the stadium?
So when she was talking about where she was like in that call where she was talking about the trash and the scooter and everything, so they built so basically what they did was they took the Braves and they took them from downtown Atlanta and moved them to Marietta. Everybody was pissed. So they moved the Braves because basically you took the Braves out of Atlanta. So how you gonna be the Atlanta Braves and you play in Marietta? That's what everybody kept saying. But when they did that, they built a whole like entertainment center. They got bars, they got all kind of stuff, restaurants, everything, right? And they put up a bunch of apartments. So surrounding where the Braves play in Marietta, there's a bunch of apartments that are literally right near there. So she talks about it, and when she talks about it, and there was one call where she talked about going to Doc's. Doc's and she said it was right across the street. Doc's is literally like on the other side of Cobb Parkway, and then it's like you go over there, and there's a couple restaurants. There's a Marshall's, a TJ Maxx, one of them, and there's all that shopping and everything. So it's like a really they built it up, and it's really actually kind of nice. But they was asking for an AAP card. That's correct. You are correct. That's how they carded her. They wanted to make sure she got all the discounts she deserved at her ripe old age of 75. You are right.
She said, I had to show my ID before I could play the number. Now, that's probably because that's what they're supposed to do, is get your ID before you play the number. Now, I'm not too sure, but I can remember when I was a little girl, my aunt would send us to the store. And because she played the number like twice a day or something, they knew everybody. So we were able to go and say, this is what she wants. And they would do it. And, they would also let us give scratch offs for her too. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't legal, but they did do it. So, I mean, I just can't see, especially we all know, I mean, let's not play. We know who usually owns those types of stores that you play the number at. They are not asking her for her ID. I do not buy it.
They don't care.
As long as they are making $1.
And you know what? And honestly and truly, if I looked at her, there is nothing below 18 about her besides her body. Other than that, looking at her face, I'd be like, yeah, you are a drawn out old lady. Like, that's all. Them bags on the highs. Oh no. She would need to walk around with a full filter on all the time. She is not young looking at all.
Well, no, because baby oil prevents wrinkles. You remember she taught us that? That's what she told us.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. She has said that baby oil just takes away the wrinkles.
You take them right away.
Yeah.
But she still got hers. So she ran out of baby oil. She turned into water. What happened to her baby oil?
I don't know where her baby oil is.
Where's she buy it from?
Purple Rain says she could use some fillers.
Look, she got a baby oil from Temu too.
Be buying that stuff. I'm telling you, I've seen a special report about some of their even the Chinese people are complaining about stuff that they buy from China, and they live there. So she better watch buying that stuff.
I tell you what, there are whole YouTube videos about people buying like $300-$400 worth of Temu stuff and just like showing you that all of it was trash. Like they go through it, they order it, they get it in, and they just display like all this stuff is trash.
Bank said that baby was in Nesto's black bag.
Sure enough, you already know.
I remember one night, it was so funny. I don't know who asked, but somebody was asking, he was talking about, the items that was in the black bag. And somebody in his chat was like, wait a minute, what was it? Well, why did he need a mask? That's what the BDSM DDD whatever community, that's what they do. That's how some of them get down, with masks and whips and chains and objects and things.
Yeah,
And
and you know
he
what?
used that.
And I don't know. I'm thinking, I'm gonna tell you something about Atlanta that I ain't never really realized till I lived here for a minute. Anything that you want to do, or anything that you want, like literally, you can think of something, and there is a place for you to do it. And we have this place out here, a little club y'all might have heard of, called Trapeze. And I was thinking about, like, from what I've been told about this place, they said that like everybody come there and just let loose. Now Legacy Moon, I know you are a good, upstanding citizen, and you might not have heard of Trapeze. Are you familiar with what this club is about?
No, do tell.
So Trapeze is a swingers club, right?
Oh.
And it's a very, very famous swingers club. And, people go there and all kind of stuff happens at the Trapeze. So I was thinking about, because I had actually heard that Will Smith and Jada used to go to the Trapeze, and they used to do like a little couple swapping in there. Like it's super famous. Like, I mean, it's super famous. I'm thinking Shirley put on a mask and Nesto and her went up in there a few times. I'm just kind of thinking that they might be a faithful member of the Trapeze crowd. When I thought about the mask and I thought about that whole BDSM thing, I'm like, yeah, they probably get down like that. I could see it. I could see it. I could see Shirley walking in there going, "Hi, hun."
The mask on.
Hi, hun. Are you ready to get freaky like Job, hun? Job got freaky a few times.
Look, I'm not. If people love that lifestyle, they can. The BDSM. I mean, I have limits. That's just all I'm gonna say. And the swapping, I can't do that because I'm very jealous. I don't want to see or know that my partner is with somebody else. I don't. No.
Well,
So that would not be for me.
Well, listen, up in there, it goes down allegedly. Okay. I'm just saying, like, it goes down. I mean, people come far and wide. I mean, yeah, if you look it up, they have a couple locations. There's one I think there's one in Orlando, I think. I don't know, but I know the one here is where they get all the love. And I remember the first time I even knew where it was. I was taking this college kid. I was driving Uber, and I was taking this college. When you drive Uber, you don't really know where. Okay, Houston Foodie. You don't know where you're taking the person when you first, pick them up. And so this guy, I picked him off of what college campus was it? It was near Georgia State. Yeah, it was Georgia State. And I'm taking him and I'm looking, I'm like, so where are we going? And that thing said Trapeze. I was like, oh boy, he couldn't have been no more than like 19 years old. So I was just asking questions about it. And he was kind of telling me how everything happens down there. And I went and I took him up there and everything. And then he was telling me about how much it cost. I was like, Lord have mercy, you got that kind of money and you go to school? No, indeed. You using your scholarship for the wrong thing, partner. So it allegedly goes down there. It allegedly goes down, and I could see Nesto and Shirley walking in. Nesto talking about yeah.
Well, look,
Shirley talking about, hi, hun. You all ready to get freaky tonight? Hi, hun.
Well, Purple Rain has a few things that she wants to say. First of all, I'm assuming you're a lady, and I shouldn't do that, but if not, I'm sorry. But Purple Rain says, and she's talking about Sonya, she looks faint, gaunt, anemic, frail, and more. The baby oil is about to add a disclaimer on the bottle because Sonya's silly SSA.
Wait, gaunt? Gaunt? Oh, boy.
I had to read it. I was scrolling trying to find it because I had seen it. So I had to scroll and find it. So there should be a warning on there that says not intended to replace facial moisturizer. And she also, yes, and she has a question for you, Native. She'd like to know, in ATL, do they have black seats at Trapeze? She says, I ended up at this place randomly and laugh out loud. So yeah, she would like to know that. And then before I forget, In Harmon would like to know, is Smokey sleep? So
Smokey
answer all them questions.
listen, Smokey is always sleep. So the answer to that question is yes, most of the time, yes. The only time that she's not sleep is when she is trying to eat and looking at me all sad and stuff, and acting like she ain't been fed in days. And I'm like, no, try it with somebody else. But no, she does that, and then she just like, she likes to, so sometimes if I'm laying on the couch, she'll jump up on the couch and she'll like bump my head, and then I had to read to find out what that was, to find out if that was an act of aggression, and then come to find out that it wasn't, that she's actually showing some love when she bumps my head. And so I was like, okay.
Yeah, I had one of my cats used to do that.
Yeah, she does that. She does that. So at this present moment, Smokey is asleep. Now, thank you, a lady 747. Thank you. Here's the thing.
Not as beautiful as mine were. Go ahead.
I mean, that's a conversation. So, but here's the thing. Before I came upstairs to sit down to see who was doing what on the internet, she was looking out the glass on the side of the door, right? And she was just looking. Now, I don't really get into horror movies like that, but like when an animal suddenly has their attention focused on something, right? Mm-hmm. In my head, I hear the cinematic horror movie music start playing. Like, what is she looking at? Like, and so I can't really ask her what she's looking at, even though I did ask her what she was looking at. She's not going to be able to respond. So I had to kind of look out the window with her to see what she was looking at and if we needed to run for safety. So it was a little bit of tension, a little bit of a tense moment. And then she ran upstairs, and then I ran upstairs too. But I ain't run upstairs because I was scared. Okay, I just want y'all to know that. It wasn't because I was scared. Okay, she ran upstairs because, and I ran upstairs because she was running upstairs, and I didn't want her to be the only one running. So it wasn't because I was scared. Okay. So I just want to get that straight. Because all right. Shirley Show did pay the door fee. You better believe it, because what he gonna pay with?
He don't have no more room on his card.
He ain't got nothing on that rush card. So don't.
Wait a minute. In one of your videos, you had said somebody used a rush card.
That's right.
Wait a minute. They don't have rush card is gone.
He probably still got one. He probably got every credit card he ever had in life. He probably still got it in his wallet, in his dusty ass wallet. He got McDonald's receipts and everything in his dusty ass wallet. I'm telling you, that man don't throw nothing away. So
he did not say rush card.
He got a rush card. He got a blue dot card. He got a green dot card. He got all them. Ain't none of them got no money on them, but he keep them anyway just in case. Y'all remember the rush card? Russell Simmons be on that commercial with his list. Thank y'all for coming this time. The rush card. We gonna make sure that you got money out. Like, man, bro, please get somebody else to talk for you, because ain't LL Cool J around. He can't do it.
Oh my gosh.
So what was the other question? I forgot the other question now. Something about
she wanted to know, did the trapeze have black seats? She just wanted to know.
I have no idea.
Yes, because he does not go to them type of places.
Listen, let me tell you. Other
cars, Blockbuster card.
They might be. They might be. They in police Blockbuster card. He got all of them. All of them in Harmon. All of them are in there. He got all of them. He got a Macy's card. He got a McRae's card, a J.C. Penney's card, a Gaffer's card. He got all of them.
A what? Gaffer's? What is
Y'all
that?
know nothing about Gaffer's? Y'all know nothing about Gaffer's? Gaffer's is now Dillard's, okay? There used to be a store called Gaffer's when I was a kid, and they would give you a card. They'd give anybody a card. This dude got This dude got a Discover card. This dude got a Discovery Planet card. He got all the cards. Jack and Jill, all of them.
My Tony said the seats in all them clubs is black.
I don't know. Like, I dropped a dude off there. I ain't never been there. I just hear the stories. McAlpin's, and yeah, I've heard of McAlpin's. Yeah. But see, Dillard's bought up a bunch of those stores. They bought up Gayfers, they bought up McAlpin's, they bought up a bunch of them. But look up Gayfers. Yeah, that was a landmark store. I got lost many a times in Gayfers. My mom used to have to come look for me because she didn't know where I was. So
now that sounds like one of those stores. I can remember the A&P when I was a little girl. And remember, you could buy sneakers, balls, beach balls.
Do I?
And my parents wouldn't buy me nothing. I didn't need it because I had balls and toys and all sorts of things at home, but I thought it was neat to be in a grocery store and you could get sneakers. I thought it was just the neatest thing. And that's what I wanted, especially since they made me go. Why do you take a child to the grocery store? It makes no sense. But they don't even do that. Boy, if I told a child the day that they used to sell balls and shoes in grocery stores, they wouldn't believe me.
Yeah, no, that's real life. That's real life. That actually A&P was like it turned into a hood store. Nothing ever starts as a hood store, right? Everything turns into a hood store. So A&P in my neighborhood turned into a hood store, so that was like a thing. So yeah, it was good shopping though until they was gone.
Let me tell you something. In Harmon, I used to love me and my mom when I was young. She would take me to the Woolworths to eat, and I loved that. And we had a store called Roses, and we used to go there and eat. Them places had the best food. It was probably so many little critters and stuff running and crawling around, but they had the best food in those places. Now, those are the kind of childhood memories I have.
Yeah, we had a what was it, Woolworth? Yeah, we had a Woolworths for a long time in Pensacola. We had one that was downtown Pensacola on Palafox Street, and it's gone now, but it lasted for a minute. I didn't even know they sold food at Woolworths until I watched some civil rights films, and then I was like, oh, okay, so y'all sell it, but we can't have it. Okay, I got you. All right, that's cool.
And probably black people cooking it.
Probably so. Probably.
Wait a minute. A lady is giving us some tea. She says there are several YouTube creators that are swingers. Okay. Type their channels in the chat. I'm curious.
I was working at a dental office, and there was a guy one of the dental hygienists, which in essence sounds disgusting, but one of the dental hygienists used to go to Trapeze all the time, and he's the one that really told me all the stories, like Woolworths patty mills. Okay, that sounds good.
Yes, and you know what? When I haven't eaten beef or pork in probably almost 25 years or more, but I did used to like, when I was little, I did like those patty melts. Now I like me a nice tuna melt. But yes, I did. So this man was a dental hygienist, and he was telling you what was going on up in the Trapeze.
Because I was in scheduling, so I was scheduled the appointment. So in between patients, he would come up and he would come tell me about, like, yeah, probably not. Probably not. You bring up a good point. But he would tell me all these stories about what was going on at the Trapeze, and I was like, "What?" And because I had heard of it, because do you remember HBO had a show called Real X, and they would do a show like all these different. I was a kid, but I was fascinated, right? So like I would look at this show, and I remember them talking about this club called Trapeze. And so fast forward years later, and I move here, and I didn't know nothing about it. So this guy, he goes there all the time, and he's telling me about it. The Lady 747 is correct. All that, but But they you know, he was telling me about, and so that's when he was telling me like Will and Jada used to go there all the time, and I'd be like, Will Smith, like for real, like yeah. And so this was before all the other stuff that came out about them. So yeah, it's a destination for freaky people. So yeah, that's something. That's something. But I've never been there. Okay, let me just clear the air. Okay, let me just get this straight for everybody on the interwebs. I've never been there. Okay.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm gonna admit for like half of a minute, I had said, oh, I could be in a polyamorous relationship. But then I realized I'm too jealous and no, I can't. That is not for me. So, but that's the only thing. That other stuff, you just can't be hitting me with spikes and things like that and switching and swapping. No. Because can you imagine when you kiss somebody how saliva is exchanged? So can you just imagine doing that with just any and everybody? Ew,
No,
yuck.
it sounds like to a guy, it sounds that is funny. It sounds like something that would be appealing to a guy until you actually think about it. Like, I mean, like really put some thought into the everyday minutia of like, you know, what you would go through every day with, you know, having two women. And it's like, I mean, okay, in Harmon, you listen, it is 1 o'clock in the morning over here. Okay, you can believe or not believe. I ain't never been there. Okay, all right. I'm pleading my case. Okay,
I'll try to believe you.
I know, right? Come on now, it's me.
I believe you.
So but nah, when you really think about it, like I couldn't. No, I couldn't do all that. No, I couldn't. Mm-mm. No, I couldn't do all that. No, that's entirely too much. I mean, relationships between two people are hard enough, and now you're gonna introduce a whole other person, a whole other whole human being. Nah.
Yeah. Like I said, a half a minute, maybe 10 seconds. I don't know. It was just a thought. I was more so looking at it that well, somebody else can join in on the cooking and the cleaning. It's my thought
Right.
process. But
Right.
then I realized there were other things involved, and I said, nah, not for
And
me.
then
Not for
and look,
me.
and then you saw an ad for Molly Maid, and you was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's
my
right."
sister my sister be threatening to get one of those, but that's only because my sister, if I leave, like sometimes if I'm doing a late live when I'm done, if I leave the laptop sitting on the dining room table, when I come back it's gone. Well, that's
Mm,
because she's done put it in another place, because she just, everything has to be how it's supposed to be. She spends, because she works out here in this area, so she spends all day. She decided to put all these pillows on the couch. Well, the
mhm.
dogs are fascinated with them. So now instead of playing with your toys, they just take, especially Smokey, he just takes the pillows and piles them all on one couch, or puts them on the floor and lays down on top of them and stuff like that. And she's just constantly fixing. She's, I'm tired of straightening up. But to her, if they mess up the pillows on the couch, then that's messy. It's messy.
Oh,
If,
oh,
if there's
oh.
if I go to sleep and there's dishes in the sink, that means the kitchen's messed up. Well, if you sleep, you won't know. Because she'll be like, why'd you just go and put that bowl in the sink like that? Because it don't bother me to go to bed with a bowl in the sink. But her, no, it's just, it's, I know when she don't feel good, because let me tell y'all how picky she is. She folds up my clothes because she doesn't like the way I fold my clothes up. So she folds them up. I
Wow.
fold them up wrong. So that's how she is. Everything has a place, and everything has to be in its place. My grandmother was just like that. She was
Mm,
just like that.
mm. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. So, what would your sister think about Sonya leaving the trash out undrawstringed, or whatever it is that she done did to the trash out there? How would your sister feel about that?
She does not play that at all. She had
Exactly.
taken the trash out the bedroom one day last week, and she tied it up, because that's what you do, right? She tied it
Hmm.
up, and Smokey had done went in the bag. He untied the bag and was taking trash out, spreading it all over the place. And that was in the house because, it was just bedroom trash. So what was it? Paper towels, stuff like that. Nothing serious. But yeah, no.
I'm just saying, because she act like she ain't got no good sense talking about, I don't understand. I was just still taking trash out there. And Nesto like, what the fuck is she talking about? Oh my God. Like you could just hear through the phone that he was not trying to hear nothing.
I just could not understand that. I mean, I could even see if she drew the drawstrings and then tied the drawstrings together. I could see that. But I mean, over here, we tied them the drawstrings and then we take like 2 corners of the bag and tie it again. That's what we do. And I know everybody doesn't do that, but I mean, she just draws. I mean, that's just anything could happen when you do that.
Yeah, and I think and the fact that she was even telling this story, when we think about all the phone calls we done heard, this heifer then got down to talking about taking out the trash. Like that's where we at right now. August, what was that? That was the August call? August of 2024. We talking about taking out the trash. That's where we at.
Is there anything ever happy or good going on? I mean, the Olympics was going on. He said, "Oh, I swear he did not say Olympics. He said Olympics or something like that."
He said sitting here watching Olympics. Yeah.
But I mean, she could have been like, "Oh, really? Well, did you see Simone Biles perform? I mean, she just anything. Did you see any of the? Don't they don't have the basketball game? I mean, even if you don't watch the Olympics, you can pretty much guess what's going on in the Summer Olympics. I mean, she could have said, did you hear Snoop? Did you get to see Snoop go down and crit walk with the little thing in his hand and nothing. There is never any good news at all.
Because when you are of lower intelligence and you're trying to pretend that you have higher intelligence, people think that this is what smart people sound like. If you are not a smart person, but you're pretending to be a smart person, you think that this is the type of conversation that smart people have. And it's not. But she doesn't know that. She thinks that smart people sit around and talk about the world ending and it's going to be this and this war is about that. That's what she thinks that she's supposed to sound intelligent. And she has no idea that intelligence has nothing to do with that. That intelligence is well-rounded. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't get that part of it. So when you talking to a dumb person that thinks that you are a smart person, but doesn't know you're a dumb person pretending to be a smart person, then you can pull this off for, what are we talking about? 2 years now? You can pull this off for 2 years. You see what I'm saying? Like this is all we talking about. And now dumb person that's locked up is realizing that he's about to be locked up for a very long time. And now he's literally tired of it. And he's like, I don't know what else to do because if I stop talking to this person, I have nobody. So I got to keep putting up with this because I ain't got nobody else. So let me listen to her talk about her trash and taking her trash out. That's where we at right now. Talking about trash.
But he reads. Why don't she say, well, what are you reading right now? What's the latest? What's the last thing you read? What was it about? That's the kind of stuff. That's just the normal. That's like my normal conversation with anybody, but especially a man. If I know he likes to read or, well, I don't know if he likes it, but he says he does it.
Wait, so I was going to ask you what man you was talking about that like to read. What man you was talking about?
I know men who like to read.
You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about Sonya? You talking to Nesto about reading?
Well, see, I was, but I kind of retracted that. Okay. I said,
just making sure.
I kind of changed it and said, well, he does read, not he likes to read.
Sure. I wanted to make sure you ain't have a special line, the phone calls from prison where Sonya was talking to a reading nigga. I'm just trying to see where you was. That's all. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You was talking about. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, what? And especially she says, well, I got to keep his spirits up. Well, listen, I'm not incarcerated and I listen to your calls. My spirits are not up. So how you think your conversation is keeping his up is beyond me. To me, she's like the grim reaper, the bearer of bad news. She never has anything nice and sweet and special. Or if she does say something that's a compliment, like about her daughter or about the strip club baby, she'll say it, but then it'll be something like insulting in the next breath. So she's not even consistent with the things that she says. That's why I told you, I kid you not. I just tune out. And that's why I just got to where I said, I can't listen to the calls anymore because I can't take it. And I'm not going to let, somebody who is just that ignorant hurt me to my soul. So, I listen to them when I can get on here with y'all and crack up. But I don't listen to the Sonya calls. Now, any other call I'll listen to, but if I know it's her, I don't even bother. I go over there and click on to give my support and then click off. I stay on long enough for it to count and click off. I'm not interested in what she says unless I can key with y'all about it. Or I'm in somebody's chat.
Listen, I listen to everything. I listen to everything.
Now, when it's behind the when it's in Patreon, I do listen in because I know I'm in for a treat. If Shay had to put us on your call on Patreon, you win for something.
Right. Absolutely you are. But no, I listen to them all because to me, it's a case study. I'm super interested in how dumb these people are. And every time I set the bar, I'm like, okay, well, it won't get no dumber than that one. Shay be like, watch this, hold my beer. I'm about to show you that they finna get dumber. And I just be like, what? Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you this question. Now, the best call for me of the year was the one with Dion's mom. What was yours? Just the 2024 so far.
2024. I don't know about Dion Mama because Dion Mama that kind of hurt my feelings that two people could be on the phone sounding like that. Like I was a little, I love
three people.
Look, I love Black History, but I don't like to hear it acted out on the phone. I'm good on that part. Like I'd rather read about it than listening to these two escaped slaves talk to each other. Now look at him, Nesto. I don't know what you done. I ain't did nothing to them folks. Them folks don't know that. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me. No.
I mean, she didn't say hello. Nothing. She just look at here.
She got on the phone. Look at here. Look at here, Nesto. Look at here. What you done did? I ain't did nothing to them people. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, how y'all broke up? What made y'all break up? Like, I really want to know. Somebody gonna have to let's write a book about that. Okay, Shirley Strawberry. Tell me about how Nesto and his first wife broke up. Because they should be together right now, 2024, August. Okay. Cause that dude right there and that lady, I think that one, that the Dion baptism, I like that.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Baptize your ass.
Look here, Daddy. You gonna keep doing what you gonna do? Keep doing. They gonna baptize your ass. I'm like, I ain't never even heard it. I ain't never heard a preacher say baptize like that. They gonna baptize your ass. I was like, ooh. Yes, they are.
The way you think you got it is over there shopping in the Lewis store. I said, the
man,
what? The Lewis? The what?
Man.
Do you mean Louis Vuitton?
Oh my. I was like, oh my. Okay.
Jay Vickers said you got that little cat snicker he does down.
I'm like, bruh, this dude right here, man. I don't know how back in the woods you got to be Nesto. Daddy. Look here, Daddy, bruh, partner.
What was that? I played that one call. I am obsessed with the mess. I played that one call where Dion said he walked from somewhere to somewhere, but whatever it was, somebody said he lying because it was too far. Was it Texas, Georgia? Where was it? Does anybody remember?
No. So there's a couple. So there's one where he talked about Dallas. He was talking about Dallas, Georgia. Dallas, Georgia is about, oh my God, it is far away. And but that's not the one where he walked. What the one he walked this road called Terra Boulevard, right?
Yes,
Terra
that's it.
Boulevard is like 8,000 miles long. Like Terra Boulevard is long as hell. You would have to be like either an Ethiopian track runner or like one of them Jamaican track runners. But I'm telling you, right now, you ain't finna walk Terra Boulevard. I don't think no human in history has ever walked that road. And anybody that's ever been to Atlanta, to the South Side, anybody that lives in Atlanta, South Side, you know Terra Boulevard is not walkable. He lying. No way in the hell.
Yes, everybody say he's lying. That's too far. I was like,
that's way too far. But there was a question about when he was talking to Nesto about Dallas, and people thought he was talking about Dallas, Texas. It's Dallas, Georgia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dallas, Georgia. Where he was talking about, remember when you told me to take that car? Interested in doing some ATL field trips? Sure. Why not? Let me see how much time my black job will give me, and then we can work it out. Absolutely. We can see all the sites. Go
down and see the Trapeze Club.
We finna get my pH balance fucked up. Ain't that what who says some the pH balance thing? Right? Have my pH balance all thrown off. No, I ain't going to none.
Oh my gosh! Look, I had they done already his
Jay Vickers. That ain't even like a exaggeration. Like I have to, like if I want to show y'all, so I will take my camera one day, and I will just take my camera and just film riding down to y'all gonna be like, it's a part 4. Yeah, that's how long it is. like it is long. It is. I don't even know where it stopped at. Honestly,
I think somebody in the chat, they had said that when he said that, they said, no, she said, I drove down Terra Boulevard. She said, I pulled over and took a nap and woke up and finished driving and still had a ways to go.
And that ain't no joke. Like you gotta have there are like you finna walk that far. No, but look, I'm telling you, Terra Boulevard got it's like 90 gas stations on Terra Boulevard. I ain't lying. Oh, they still married? Include Magic City. Do y'all know that as a single black man in Atlanta, I ain't never been to Magic City?
What?
I've never been. I know exactly where it is, but I've never been to Magic City. Now that's real.
Wow. Now I never thought I'd hear a man say that.
Nah, I ain't never been, man. I ain't got $10,000 to blow, man. They said when Julio Jones and all them Falcon players, they said, man, them people used to be down there blowing 10, 20 G's in Magic City, 20, like it ain't nothing. I ain't finna go down there and embarrass myself with my $120 bill. No, we don't frequent strip clubs with year-long, lifelong money. No,
You see, here's the thing. If I, money, I want to see that I'm getting something. So somebody standing, first of all, I don't get it. I've never been interested, because there was this chick out up in Philly. She used to run men, in the, take them on tour. She was on a show. It used to come on Showtime or HBO. And they would show the lives of people who were strippers or whatever. And she was featured on that show.
Mm-hmm.
They had, it's a black, because that's how I first found out what a fluffer was. Because, I did not know what a fluffer was. I was an adult, but I just did not know what a fluffer did in a strip club.
That's so cute.
I did. And when I say I didn't know, I'm saying I was like, grown. When I was like, a fluffer? Well, what's a fluffer? So, I found out what a fluffer was. And that's, that's pretty much it, how I found out. But, I just don't see, a man gyrating over me and I'm putting money in his pocket. That just, or in the G thingy, that just doesn't do anything for me. It's not excitable to me. So, I guess men and the way that they react and their bodies are different. So maybe that's, exciting for them to watch a woman do that. But for me, seeing a guy do that, that does nothing for me. Of course, there do be some women from what I see who just like be jumping all over them and, lifting one leg up and doing that. And that's just the white ones. So, but it's just never been anything for me. It's never been anything that I'd want to do.
So as a red-blooded heterosexual male, I will say that I understand your sentiment completely, because I can't picture why anybody would want to see a grown man gyrate. No, I don't get that. But however, no, there's no way to walk from Decatur to Tara Boulevard. Like there's no route that goes that way. Like you literally have to get on 285 and 75 and all that. But anyway,
wait, let me just interrupt you for a minute. I just want to say thank you, Queen Black, for making me feel better because she did not know what a fluffer was until she started watching all the Queen's Men. That Tyler Perry show that comes on BET Plus. I'm telling you, I mean, I was just naive to the things.
That's so adorable to me. Anyway, so adorable. But no, but like going to so here's the thing, that there are actual like I used to talk to the strippers sometime, and I used to like just kind of like see where their mentality was with what they do, right? And I met some that actually just enjoy dancing, like they make an art of it. Like it's not really anything to do with anything sexual. To them, it's like a way of expressing themselves and expressing themselves with their bodies, right? So I've seen where in this one particular woman that I'm thinking of, it's been a long time ago, but she just told me, she was like, I just like to dance, and she was just like, I found something that I can dance and make money. And it used to be like, that was her thing. And so I think like there's an art form to it. It can be an art form to it, like, and not in a lot of cases, maybe not, because I haven't been to Magic City, but the ones that I been to, yeah, it wasn't no art going on. But it can be an expression for some people that really look at it that way. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really frequent that often because it's kind of expensive, and hell, I got movies to make. So yeah, but I mean, but I get it. I totally get it. It's totally a man thing, and plus the let's just be completely honest. Big, tall, short, small. The female form is way more appealing than a man's form. I mean, except Sonya. Sonya is not appealing at all. But like, but a woman's figure is in the way that those curves. I mean, like I said, I ain't even talking about like the the quote unquote sexy women. I'm talking about like whatever size you are. As a woman, you can dress that thing up. You can put on them heels. You can get them nails, get that. Oh my. I can't do that. That picture you see on the screen, that's me all the time. that's just what you get right there.
I know. Well, I will say this because I used to watch all the Queen's Men when what is his name? The Keys guy, when he used to do a lot of the writing, but when Tyler Perry took over and started doing all the writing, that show went downhill and I don't watch it anymore. But I will say that I really thought it was some good choreography going on when I would see, the men's up there stripping. I did think that the choreography, the whole routine, I thought it was good. But Black Lady Love said, "What's a fluffer?" Oh, you're serious? You don't know what a fluffer is?
Oh, Black Lady Love. You just joined the club. Okay.
Well, it's when, the men's, they want to look as full as they can in their G-string. So a fluffer comes in and takes care of that. She does something, with her mouth, and, she makes them look bigger. You get what I'm saying? That's what a fluffer is. And they do it for free. Now,
See, now I know why your show is so late at night. Now I understand. Wow. I was trying to figure out, like, why she always come on so late? Now I get it. Okay.
No, yeah,
Describe
because
fluffers at 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, all right.
it does kind of get like that. But also, I'm a night person. I'm a night owl. So, that's why.
I mean, it's cool. You can explain fluffers at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It just so happens that it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you're talking about what a fluffer is. Okay. That's cool.
What? In Harmon said, I thought it was beefing when they put the ring on it. What? What do you mean? What? Oh, when they put. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, they. I mean, there is a difference because I saw a demonstration or something I was watching where how they do. I did. So they do put that, that ring, they put the ring on there first, and then the fluffer girl fluffs, and then, they put it in there, and it's like, like a, elephant trunk. Yeah.
That is the best description of anything I've ever heard in my life. I promise you need to do a presentation on this. Like, I mean, this is this is good stuff, y'all. This is good stuff, y'all.
I'm going, I still can't believe it's 124 people in this chat. I cannot believe y'all are still up listening to us and it's foolishness. And y'all know it is past Native's bedtime. You know what? I have that other channel and I said this is the kind of stuff I was going to do over there. But, it's with me. I'm just not into social media like that. I like doing my videos and editing and doing all that. And I, decide to come live because people say, oh, you should go live sometime. So I do that. But then I'm like, another channel. And I was like, that means I got to be clicking going somewhere else.
Right.
But it's there. But I have it as a backup. So it is there. And, maybe one of these days I will get it together and do it. But as for right now, look, in Harmon, she says she is learning. We have educational things going on over here.
Yeah, all of this. I mean, we're not born with this knowledge, of course. I mean, you run across it one way or another. I mean, and so I just think it's quite interesting the way that you have run across this information. Like, it's just fascinating. So, and then you're able to regurgitate and teach people what it means and what it is. I mean, that's dope. In Harmon is better tonight than she was last night because she now knows what a fluffer is. So
that's right.
You're enriching lives.
It's complicated. Yes, I have watched P-Valley, and I actually like that show too. I really do. I mean, I could, girl, the people going up on top of the pole thing and hitting the ceiling with their shoes. Fascinating, but. I don't understand why we haven't gotten any new episodes. So I do watch that show. And I do get into some things. I may be a little bit prudish and old-fashioned-ish and all this kind of things, but I do get into things. I do know stuff. I have knowledge, Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all might not know. Maybe you do know. I don't assume to know what people know or don't know, right? Unless it's Sonya or Nesto. I know they know nothing. But some of y'all might know this, some of y'all might not. But whenever they do a movie where there is a X scene, okay, there is a person on set called an intimacy coordinator. This is an actual job.
I have heard of that before.
Yeah, their job is to actually, like, how you choreograph a fight scene. They choreograph how. So it's not like, so when you see like those intimate scenes in a movie, that's not just like made up. Like they position them and they in this book we done went way past that. They actually position them. They show them how to, lay or whatever. And they, they do all of that. And that's a job that you can actually have on the set of a movie. They will, they will actually, have a coordinator for that. And I found it to be fascinating because I was actually on the set of a movie, and somebody had actually gotten a role that involved that, and they were like, "Yeah, I have to call the intimacy coordinator." I was like, "What is that?" And they explained. I was like, "Really? That's a job? Can I apply for it?" Like,
Janet Jackson said when she did that video, again, was that the name of the song again? Where the guy that used to play on CSI, Gary Gordon, when she did that with him, she said that that's what her husband was doing. He was kind of like, telling him how to lay and how to touch each other and stuff. I just wouldn't have been able to do it, but watch my significant other like that. But she said that's what he did, and she said Gary Gordon, and he said, "So, do you have a boyfriend?" And Janet Jackson, she's like, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Who?" And she said, "Him right there." He was like, "What?" He said, "And he got me touching you like this?" She was like, "Yeah." I couldn't do it,
well,
but she did.
That ain't what he was doing. What he was doing was blocking. He was he was being the biggest blocker in the world at that point. That's what he was doing. They might not even known he was on the set. They were, well, what's Janet's husband doing? That might not even been his job, but he was blocking it.
Now, somebody said Tubi had them nasty movies. Who are you serious? They got adult movies on Tubi.
Tubi?
And how would you know?
Tubi, like, that's another thing you can look up on YouTube. There's this little young guy. He reviews only Tubi movies. He's only does Tubi movies, and I'm telling you, you will crack up at how horrible these movies are. And yes, they are absolutely bad. Like, they are really bad. They are really.
Now, I did go on there one time because they had one of my favorite Jamaican movies, and it caught fire when my house had caught fire. It's called Kush. It's a real it's an older movie, and it's got Jasmine Guy in it back when she was probably still on, or Different World might have just went off. It was set in Jamaica, and it was her and what's that, Giancarlo, whatever his last name, or whatever, Giancarlo, that guy was in it, and everybody else, they were Jamaican actors and actresses, and I loved that movie. And I wanted to see it. So I said, well, let me see if I can find this movie. And I Googled it, and it was on Tubi. So I went on Tubi. My other favorite movie, as far as Jamaican movies, was Dance Hall Queen, and they had it on YouTube. I was like, oh, okay, let me watch my movie. That's my favorite movie. It burnt up in my house too. Turned that on. Well, I was so mad. I guess YouTube didn't want to hear the music, because at the very end, when Jamaican art, that who's got the keys to that dude? Him. Yeah, him. So he was performing, and YouTube had just cut all that off, and I was just so upset. And my sister was like, well, did you see the movie? Yes, but that was the end. I want to see that part.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to look for these. There is also a movie on Tubi. I saw it advertised on Facebook with y'all, I don't get nobody's name right, but the dude that played Abdul in Car Wash, the original Car Wash. Another favorite movie. Him.
Bill Duke.
Yeah, that's him. He's in that movie, in a Tubi movie that I really want to see. I don't care how bad it is. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, because it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. There's a movie on Tubi right now. Somebody shot with their iPhone called Church. That's the name of the movie. I ain't lying. It's called Church. Okay, they ain't thought of nothing else. They was like, we gonna call this Church. And there's a scene where you can actually see the iPhone in the church. It's the iPhone is in the same iPhone they shot the movie with. And I was like, wait, what the name of it? Church? Okay. All right. So it's about a pastor, of course. And the pastor was like cheating on his wife, of course. And he was cheating with his wife with one of the the members' wives or whatever. And then the movie had nerve to have a B plot where there was a woman who she was a thick girl, you know, and she liked this guy, and the guy said that he would only date her if she lost weight. So they actually shot a scene where she was struggling riding a bike, and he was on his bike talking about, come on. You ain't never gonna get there if you don't come on. And then she was like, oh Lord, is this really worth me going through all this? And I'm like, no, it's not. It's really not. I mean, you know, I don't know why you're doing this, but whatever. And so then we went back to the other plot about the band, and the deacon finds out about the cheating. I mean, it was bad. I'm telling you, Tubi movies are like a bad accident. You just have to keep watching. Like you know it's bad, but you keep watching because you like.
I only go to see stuff that I know, like Jackie's Back. I went over there one day to watch that. That's the only reason why I have it on my tablet. You know, if something comes up, because I know y'all know Jackie's Back. I know y'all seen that. If y'all have not seen Jackie's Back, you go on over to Tubi and you watch that with Miss Jennifer Lewis. That was my movie as well. So I love that movie. That one, and it was one more I went over there to see. Shot Us. It's another. It's another Jamaican movie, but it had, you know, some of the Marley men in it, and you know, some of them are my Hollywood husbands from time to time. So, you know, that's why, you know, that's one of my favorites. But I'm telling you, if y'all have not seen Jackie's Back, y'all got to head on over to Tubi and check it out.
Well, before y'all click on Jackie's Back, before y'all click on that, y'all go on and watch it. I ain't saying you not to watch it. All I'm saying is look up church. It ain't the church. It ain't a church. It's just church. Okay. Y'all really want to entertain yourself. This is now Jackie's Back probably is good because I heard some people that I've heard of in that. Okay. Church, you ain't heard of none of these people. You ain't never seen the church that they talking about. None of that. Like it's just called church. They wasn't even fancy with it because see, Tyler Perry would have made it church. But see, these people call it church. So go over and watch church and tell me what you think.
I'm gonna tell you something. Another piece of trash. Now they got a few shows on there that I like, but that BET Plus, and it's trash because a lot of the shows on there are Tyler Perry productions, and can't nobody act. I mean, you've got all the Queen's Men, where you've got what's the lady with the pretty eyes? You've got her. And that other girl that plays one of her back, but then you have all these other people. Now the men's they look okay. Them some pretty okay looking men, but you know their acting is so bad. It's like I just want to jump in the screen and help them out with their acting, not their fluffing, but their acting because it's just so terrible.
Wait,
I can't take that.
Wait. Pause. I like the way you threw in that you was not trying to be the fluffer. I like the way you made that distinction. That was important to you to put that in. I get
yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. People might misunderstand why I you know, because they're not hard on the eyes at all. But it's
Miss
just
Miss Boogie Down. You speaking my Spanish right now. You seen church.
Miss
Boogie Down is verifying. She verifying what I'm saying. Miss Boogie Down has seen church. Thank you. I'm so glad that somebody can verify that movie exists.
Y'all,
church. I am not making this up.
When I eventually go to doing, what is it called? Memberships. When I do that, I'm going to have a watch party and we're going to watch a Tubi movie. And you know what? I'm going to let Native pick it out.
We're going to watch church. I shouldn't be the only one that had to see that. No, we're going to watch church. It ain't even, no doubt in my mind. We watching church.
Miss Mad About Music, all of the Tyler Perry shows, all of them, except for the House of Pain. And there's the one that Tamala Man and David Man used to be in. where he lived in the house with the nephew. That wasn't a bad Tyler Perry show. But them other Tyler Perry shows that's on BET Plus, they are horrible. I used to like to, I really wanted to get in the one where he has the cult leader, you know, the one where he picks a wife and she thinks they get ready to be intimate on their first night together. And no, it's, do y'all know the show? I can't think of what that show is. Does anybody know that show and what it's called with that Tyler Perry does? And you know, the man I think they call him the Messiah or something. And so he gets his new bride in there and she thinks they're about to be together. And she walk up in there and it's like a whole circle full of men. Well, you know, instead of him like touching her to, you know, impregnate her, he says that they are his catchers. So they catch what he has and it goes down their throat. And then they have sex with the wife and him. It goes into her. That's how he explains it. It's called Ruthless. That's it. Ruthless. Yes. Yeah.
See, I thought, your innocence is falling away at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really thought that you was way more innocent than this. I'm learning a lot. Tonight.
I am innocent. I'm just an innocent person who knows things. You know, you got to know and understand what's going on. You know, what's been my whole thing in life is to be able to, no matter anywhere in the conversation, to be able to have a conversation. Like, suppose you meet somebody and they're talking to you and you have no idea what they're talking about. A lot of times, especially when it's rappers and rap music, no, I don't know what they're talking about. But I learn enough. You know, it took me a whole year to know that YSL and Young Thug was two different things. I thought that it was just one person. But, you know, I try to learn these things so that I can have a conversation. If someone sits beside me and starts talking to me, I'll be able to talk to them. And that's just always been how I like to do things in life. That's how I like to get by.
Okay. I mean, it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing at all, you know. I had no idea that, you know, that you would be able to so eloquently explain what a fluffer was. I had no idea that was a skill that you possessed. But you obviously do, and I'm impressed. Thank you.
Now, if people start talking slang, I'm not gonna lie. When people start using slang, I'm looking at them because I don't know what they're saying. I don't understand these words. Do you know how long it took me to know when people were writing ION? Do you know how long it took me to know what that was? And I don't like to ask anybody, so I investigate so I can figure these things out.
You said you investigate.
Yes.
You said you investigate. Okay. All right.
Like how I remember when the word thought came out, I had no idea. And I was like, okay, what's a thought? I asked my little nieces, you know, they was young and I figured that they would probably know because, you know, little people always know stuff they're supposed to know. Well, they couldn't tell me. So I had to just investigate and find out. And, you know, I asked somebody who, you know, felt as slow as me and said, oh, what is it, that hoe over there? I was like fascinated. I mean, imagine. So, you know, people can be creative, but nowadays the new slang that they have, I don't know what it is and I don't want to know. I don't even want to know what they're saying. So when a guy come up to me, yeah, you know what I'm saying, and this is so, yeah, and so what? No, I don't know what you're saying.
Here's a fun fact. Prince actually used thought in a song. And like, I was so surprised to hear Prince say this in a song that I was like, really, Prince? Really? That's what we doing? Club Full of Thoughts? Okay, all right. But yeah, if you go to which album is it? It's the last album that he did, and he has a song in there called Like a Mac, and he says, "What you gonna do with a club full of thoughts?" And I was like, Prince, for real? That's what you put in the song, really?
Let me tell you something. I am a Prince fan to the max. And one of the albums I like is the one that I think it's got Dorothy Parker on there and Housequake and all that. Play it, blast it all the time. Well, do you not know I happened to be playing it one day? I think I'd just be into moving around and saying what he's saying that I just never paid attention. The man used the N-word. I was too through. I had to call my sister on the phone. I was like, guess what? And I told her she didn't believe me. She had to hear it for herself. Prince used the N-word. It's a song called Housequake. I'm telling you, I was just too through. I was like, no, he didn't. But Prince is the man. That goes to show you how cool he is. I listened to that song all these years and did not know that that's what he said. Of course, it wasn't until one day. Purple Rain is one of my favorite movies. And it wasn't until one day I'm driving to work singing Purple Rain. No, it wasn't Purple Rain. It was Darling Nikki. And I said, and mind you, I knew that that was the song that Tipper Gore used to start putting those parental advisory labels on. And I knew that. But for some reason, I just didn't know what he was saying. I knew the words, but I just didn't know. It didn't compute until I'm driving to work at 5:30 in the morning. And I'm just singing. I was like, wait a minute, he said what? And I rewound it back. I was like, I did not know. I done seen that movie 150 times and probably played this song 1,000 and just did not know that that's what he was saying about poor little darling Nikki.
So you're a Prince fan. So let me ask you and any other Prince fans in the chat. Erotic City. What's the chorus to Erotic City? Okay, Bank. Okay, Bank. Okay, Bank. All right. Because Sheila E says it's funk. But I'm sorry, my ears have not let me down yet. That ain't what he's saying. That ain't what he's saying. So I'm going to ask you and anybody else in the chat, what is Prince saying in Erotic City in the chorus?
You know I'm going to listen to that tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Prince Day, and that's what I'm going to be listening to.
I just want to know because, see, I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what the man's saying. Sheila E. said that they said funk so freely, you and me. I'm sorry. That ain't what Prince saying. Not at all.
Now, if you think about it and you look at the context of what they were actually saying, the funk would not make sense.
Right. But here's the funny part. If you ever find if you ever find a radio station that plays it, some radio stations. Thank you, Ale. Thank you. We can but some radio stations will play it unedited. Some radio stations actually blank out the word when they play it. So it just depends on your interpretation and who's playing it. But Prince absolutely is not saying funk. And I want y'all to listen to it. Even if you've never heard the song before, just look it up. Erotic City. This man is not saying funk. He's just not. So yeah, Prince was a bad dude. He was a bad dude because he sure got away with that one.
Yeah. Oh man, I just love my sister. One day she came in the room. She said, "I know you were not looking at the TV." She said, "I know you're not watching Purple Rain." Yup. I will watch Purple, and I can't stand commercials. I will watch Purple Rain if it happens to be on regular TV that shows commercials. I will sit up and watch it. That's my favorite movie.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. I love Purple Rain. I love Prince. Purple Rain, if it had been done by any other movie or any other actor or rock star or whatever, would have been terrible. Prince pulled that movie off like nobody else could. Think about this. This movie is probably one of the most misogynistic movies to ever be filmed, ever. They threw a woman in the trash. Let that sink in, okay? Morris Day and Jerome threw a woman they threw her away as if she was
Jerome.
You know what I'm saying? Prince slaps Apollonia. I mean, there was abuse, there was mental abuse, all of these things, but Prince pulled it off because he's Prince.
Or when he rode past after the show on the motorcycle and he kicked Morris Day into the trash and he said, "You little, what do you call him? A nappy headed or curly headed something, you know, the one that they call the gay people."
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, that just would not fly today. You could not
None
do
of
that
Purple
today.
Rain would fly today. What part of Purple Rain would fly in 2024? It's all bad. It's all bad. But for the time and for the time period and for Prince being who he was at that time, it works. And if you weren't alive back then to see it, because my sisters took me begrudgingly to go see that at the movie theater. So I remember sitting in the movie theater looking at it. I was like 8. And I'm looking at this movie. I'm like, who is this dude? And all this lights and music and everything. But if you were alive back in those days, you remember Purple Rain as being a good movie because there was less societal pressure about how to treat the subject matter, right? You could just go out there and make a movie where you put a woman in a dumpster. Like, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But when you think about each scene in that movie, there's not a part of Purple Rain that could fly in 2024. Not one.
Yeah, no. And that's a classic. People don't realize that.
They just re-released it too.
Did they?
Their 40-year anniversary, they say that it is a groundbreaking single. It is a groundbreaking single. Oh yeah. It was a huge success. It put Prince on the map. And the only reason Prince did Purple Rain, or he pressed to have Purple Rain done, was because of Thriller. Michael Jackson had come out with Thriller, and Thriller was a short film. Well, Prince was always trying to top Michael Jackson, so Prince was like, well, I want to make a whole film. And so Michael Jackson don't have a whole movie, he just got a music video. So that kind of like made them push to get no, I don't know, because that ain't Lake Minnetonka. But Prince was like, yeah, we're gonna make a whole movie, since Michael did his long music video, and that's where Purple Rain actually came from. So it was, for its time, an amazing feat, and they've remastered it now so that it is in 4 or 5K, and they've got reviews on it, and they say it looks amazing on your big screen TV. Like, it looks incredible.
Wow. Now that I would definitely is it like in theaters, or is it something that they're doing, how they do the home stuff?
Yeah.
Like stuff. Is that how they're doing?
They re-released it on DVD, but I believe, how like certain places you can find that, like they will play it in the movie theater, like a throwback kind of thing, but it wasn't like nationally released on to the movie theater. But they just released the 40th anniversary of the Purple Rain, and I was watching a guy review it, and he was watching it on his like big screen, because a movie from 1984 isn't necessarily going to look good on your big screen TV. But they redid this to be digital. It's all digital, and they say it looks amazing. And they say that the sound is incredible over your speakers, or if you got surround sound, whatever. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to buy a DVD player just for that. Like, that's the only reason I'm gonna get it.
Well, it also depends. Like I said, every time it comes on, I enjoy watching it, but I'll watch anything, because it's nothing for me to sit up and watch. Another one of my favorite movies, Claudine. I will sit up and watch that movie, and it is nothing but trash, but I will sit up and watch it on the, the big screen, because I just love that movie. So I've seen
that movie.
You've seen it once? And for some reason, they always play it. It always comes out around, like, just before Christmas. So, I get that once. I watch it every time. If I can find that in Car Wash, I'm watching them anytime it comes on. Yes. That one in Car Wash. Purple Rain.
Look, just take the suggestion of Bank and watch that. Yeah, Bank, you are absolutely correct. Screams of Passion. Yeah, it's like nothing else. Yeah.
Oh, I have seen some YouTube videos. I saw this one video where he was just doing, every year he would, at Paisley Park, he would have that concert where, like, all of the celebrity friends and stuff would come out. And I did not know this until after he passed away, that he did this, but all the celebrity friends would go there. And then he would also let, like, the regular general public come into. It's like a big auditorium type deal. And it was there at his house, and he would perform, and they said he did that every year. And I saw one of those shows, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Of course, I like to, you know, all his live stuff that I can find on YouTube, I watch.
I went to see him during the musicology tour, and I promise you, I've seen a lot of musicians. I've been backstage. I've seen Jay-Z. I've seen 8-Ball and MJG. I done seen like a lot of people grace the stage, right? I ain't never, before or after, seen anything like Prince on stage. It is an indescribable experience. And when I tell you that man was nothing but energy, like, I mean, it was energy from the time he graced the stage to the time he played Purple Rain at the end. It was insane. And yes, the Super Bowl show is probably, besides when I saw him live, the Super Bowl show is my favorite Prince performance. I watch it every year during whoever else is on the Super Bowl halftime. So when the Super Bowl halftime come on, I already got YouTube like queued up, and I play Prince during whoever. I don't care who else, because ain't nobody else gonna do a Super Bowl show like Prince. And I mean, that in the rain, and you know, and everybody was like, afterwards they were like, do you wish it would have stopped? He said, I wish it would have rained harder. That's just the kind of dude. But his show is just like, you leave his show in a different space. I promise you do. You leave his show with a whole different, like, he affects you in that way. Because when he played Purple Rain live, oh man, when he played Purple Rain live, now Bank, you saw him live, you can attest to this. When that man plays Purple Rain live, it takes on a whole new meaning. I promise. That man get up there, and I mean, he poured his everything into that song. And it's just an experience. And you don't, and there was some comments, a few comments back there. I think it was Misbehaving. There will be no one else like this man ever to grace music ever, to walk. I mean, this man was something else. And you really have to be like, I mean, if you listen to a song, my favorite album that he put out was the Rainbow Children. If you haven't heard Rainbow Children, pick that up. It is rock, it's jazz, it's pop, it's everything in one album. And that album is so amazing. I got it on wax, as a matter of fact. And it's like, it's one of the most amazing musical feats ever. And for somebody to master all of those genres, to be able to put on one album, jazz, rock, pop, funk, all at once, and it goes together and it tells a cohesive story, that's insane. It's insane. And nobody else will ever be able to do that to the level that he did it.
Now, right before he died, I believe he was in Atlanta. When he went, he played, it was just him and the piano. Right. Everybody talked about how they really enjoyed it. And I've seen some of that. But apparently he was there and was sick and then left. And then that's why he came back around and did it that way. And then a few days later, I think, or either a few days or a week, is when he passed away. But to just the way the crowd was just mesmerized, and there was nothing on stage but him and a piano. No drummer, no nothing. It was just him sitting there playing the piano and singing. And it was just I'm sitting looking at my screen like, oh wow, this is so fascinating, because I had never seen that before. I'd never seen him unaccompanied.
Yeah, and what happened with that particular concert, I remember, like, Prince is in town. I have to go see Prince. And then something happened and I didn't go. Never would have imagined that in the same city I'm in, that this would be his last appearance, his last performance. Because, you know, of course, in hindsight, I would have went, but I'm thinking I'll catch him, you know, at some other something, or I'll get tickets somewhere else, you know. And I was so devastated, to the point where, do you remember the song Sometimes It Snows in April? It was on the Parade soundtrack for Under the Cherry Moon.
Probably not. That was one of my least favorite That's Under the Cherry Moon.
So I would say I would recommend that you listen to it. But Sometimes It Snows in April. That song is basically about the characters, what happens to the main character in Under the Cherry Moon. And it's a really sad song. It's a really somber song, but it was one of my favorite Prince songs because of the way that he did it. And so I couldn't, when Prince died, I couldn't listen to that song for at least 6 months. It affected me that badly to hear him sing that very somber song, because in that song, his character dies at the end. So it's like when you listen to it, you can't help but draw the parallel between this song and Prince himself. And I just couldn't do it. It took me it might have been longer than 6 months, but I could not listen to that song forever.
Gosh, like I said, that I think it was the movie. It just didn't do anything for me. So I don't really remember, but that one song where they do the music video in black and white. That's the only song I can remember. I might have heard.
No, let me tell you another song you remember from that soundtrack. It's this song called Kiss was on that soundtrack. It's on the very same soundtrack.
Yeah. Okay. See, I probably have heard it then.
Yeah.
Because I love that song too.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you. In Purple Rain, I know everybody loves the Purple Rain song. I do too, but the one I really like is what is it called? Don't make me lose my mind.
The Beautiful Ones.
Yeah, The Beautiful Ones. That's it. That I love that song. I will just play that song over and over again.
Yeah, The Beautiful Ones is the Beautiful Ones is an amazing song, because if you listen to, I was in the music business for a long time. I've been around a lot of musicians, and I understand how hard it is to compose a song. If you listen to the number of changes that happen in The Beautiful Ones,
yes,
we talking about 1984, right? We ain't even talking about like a lot of fancy equipment. Like right now, these little dudes can record whole albums in their bedrooms, right? We talking about reel to reels. We're talking about like actually having to edit, like cut tape, still in 1984. And you listen to the changes that happen in The Beautiful Ones, it indicates the level of genius that Prince was. Like, you can't just listen to that song and be like, that was an all right song. That song does something.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all those change. I think that's what like really gets me and stuns me, is all the different changes, and there's so much going on just in the intro alone.
Mm-hmm.
Is so much going on, and I just love it. That's the song I play over and over again from that soundtrack.
Yeah, The Beautiful Ones. If you think of how The Beautiful Ones start and how The Beautiful Ones ends, it's amazing, but how he gets from point A to point Z. You know what I mean? And he takes you on this road, and he takes you on this journey, and and he makes you reflect. Paint the perfect picture. The beautiful ones always smash the picture, always, every time. And so he puts you in that where you actually have to think about it. And then what Prince always had the ability to do in all of the songs that everybody's putting up on the screen, in all of those songs that you all are putting up on the screen, Prince used the guitar or the piano as an extra vocalist. He used his instruments actually had a voice and a verse in all of his music. So if you think about that, in Purple Rain at the end, that solo that he does, that solo is actually a vocalist. That's a guest appearance of that guitar on that song. He used his instruments to bring something out in the song that nobody else had the ability to do that. And that's what Prince did his entire career. And all of the albums, every song that you all have mentioned, I've been kind of looking at the screen. Every song that y'all have mentioned is absolutely genius. There's genius in all of that.
Even in the movie Purple Rain, when he's down in the basement trying to write the words to Purple Rain, he just starts playing it on the piano. All he's doing is playing the piano, and it just cuts so deep, and all you're hearing is the piano. Nothing. He's not singing. It's just that piano going. I'm like, wow, I would have just loved to just have him just record something where he was just doing that, just playing that piano instead of singing Purple Rain, just playing it. I would have loved to have had something like that, because that is the way he was with instruments. I mean, it's just, I don't think that there would be any other. And I don't think there's not even anybody that compares to him that I've seen, that I know about.
There isn't, and that's why I think, like, when everybody wants to have the debate about Michael Jackson and Prince, my issue with that debate is that they weren't the same. You can't really compare them. One was an absolute performer, one was an artist. So if you take Michael Jackson wrote very few songs. If you look at his whole catalog from Jackson 5 to whatever the history and all those other albums that came out after we stopped listening to him, right? You look at that whole span, and for real, I mean, let's be real, we all stopped listening to Michael Jackson at some point. But if you look at all those albums, right, and you look at like the credits on those, you got Rodney Jerkins, you got you can go through. Smokey Robinson was writing their stuff at the beginning. All the writers, right? You go through Prince stuff, and it's all written by Prince. It's two completely different things. It's not a knock on Michael to say that, though, because in order for Michael to do what Michael did, took hella talent. I mean, and for Michael to go through what he went through with his family and all that other stuff, hella talent. But to me, Prince and Michael aren't in the same category because of the way that the music was made on the Prince side, you know. And I mean, Prince was just organic. His band members talk about times he would call them at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning because he had an idea that he wanted to put down right then. So they had to be on call all the time because that's when the idea hit him.
I watched one of his concerts where he was just, I don't even know what he was doing, what he was playing, but he just stopped and all of a sudden broke down and playing Tell Me Something Good just on the guitar. It was just him up there playing that on the guitar. Yeah, just everybody can't do that.
He did what he felt, you know what I mean? And that's the other thing that a lot of people don't get. He did what he felt. Everything that came out of Prince was organic. Like, he didn't have songwriters. It all came out of him. So if you think about it, when you think about Erotic City, and then you think about Insatiable, and you think about the vast array of songs that we all know of Prince, they all came from inside of him. There was something inside of him that was pumping this stuff out. And the wide range of music that he had, was just like how do you have all this in you? Like, what are you? You know what I mean? They would definitely practice out. Yes, they would practice after concert. He was especially hard on Dr. Fink, the white guy that was the keyboard player. He was really hard on him. He was really tough on that dude. But it made them better. It made the whole band better.
He has a song called Slow Love, and I think it was so always underrated. I love that song too. You know what song I'm talking about?
He has a song called, I know what you're talking about, but let me tell you, have you heard him and Angie Stone together?
I don't think so.
Well, before you go to bed, I'm going to need you to go look up You Make My Sunshine with Prince and Angie Stone. That is a classic that I don't know how in the world that got under the radar, but Prince and Angie Stone could have been a thing. Like, I mean, it is good. It is really, really good. So, Surgeon Dude, yeah. But yeah, I would absolutely recommend that you listen to that.
She did not say Surgeon
song.
Dude.
You're not going to listen to it one time.
Oh yeah, I'll have to do that. I'm gonna have to go. I see that's gonna be my day tomorrow. I was listening to Prince, but I'm gonna let y'all get off of here because I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I can kind of like.
Folks? See how you do, folks?
But y'all not gonna be up there cussing me out because y'all was sitting up here with Legacy Moon. But I enjoyed this and Native. See, one time we'll have to do something, but it'll have to be like on a weekend or something close to weekend. But then again, I don't know. You might like to party on the weekends, but do like a late night where we can, have a panel and do some late night stuff.
I am a cat owner. I do not party on the weekends. Okay, that just indicates right there what my weekends look like. Okay, I do not. I do know something.
You know, my cat, if I came home from work late, I don't know how they knew, but they would be standing at the door telling me off. I could not believe that. And it was one in particular. She was a little uppity cat. Egypt, she was so uppity. Boy, I swear she was cussing me out. But yeah, they used to tell me off and whatnot. But
that's what happens. That's what happens when you name a cat after the motherland. I mean, you can't be naming your cat Egypt and South Africa.
Honey,
Ghana.
listen. First, I got brother and sister, a Blue Point, Seal Point, Siamese, Egypt and Pharaoh. Then a couple of years later, I got an Oriental. She was chocolate, but everybody thought she was black, so they was real scared of her. And her name was Nubian. So yes, I did. I took it back to the motherland, naming my pets. Then when when Nubian, she was the last to go. When she passed, my sister felt, she just, because I was depressed. I was so depressed. You had cats for like over the same little critters for, look at me sound like Ellie Mae, but you had the same little critters for 20 years, and then they up and leave you, and it's just so depressing. So she took me, she's like, oh well, we're gonna go look at dogs. She don't like cats, but she kind of got used to my cat, who would tell her off every morning when she got up because she wanted some soft food. I told my sister, I said, listen, I give the cat soft food, but it's just for a treat. It's not an all the time thing. Well, my sister was like, she needs to gain weight. Why? She's been small all her life. Why does she need to gain weight now in old age? So, my sister was, giving her buying this food and giving her this canned food. And so she wanted canned food every day. And my sister would get up in the morning, start getting ready, and Nubian would get right up and start following her. Wow. And if y'all have never heard a Siamese cat before, it is kind of scary, because sometimes you do be doing a double take, like, are they speaking English or what? But they do. My mom was scared. She said, I don't like Nubian. I don't like her. She just stares at you. Yeah, she does. And Pharaoh, if mom would be sitting down at my house, she's like, well, let me go. Pharaoh would go walk over to the door and stand up and start jiggling the knob. My mom, she ain't like that kind of stuff.
Right.
She said, no.
Right. Yeah,
but so, now we are stuck with Smokey and Jade, the two poodles, brother and sister. And Smokey is, today my sister, she called me. I was like, what is going on? I came out here, Smokey done went in her briefcase, because where she sits, she's facing the patio. So she has no idea what's going on behind her or anything. And Smokey done went in her briefcase, which was on the other side of her, and just took stuff out. I mean, it was stuff everywhere. She's a Jehovah's Witness. She had, Smokey done tore up the watchtowers. Smokey, did everything. I looked and I came, I started cleaning up some of the stuff, and then I looked around. I was like, okay, I made myself disappear. I did not want to deal with that.
Yeah, because somebody in trouble.
I mean, I wish you could have seen it. It looked bad. It really looked bad. And y'all done already heard me say she don't like nothing out of place. Boy, she was upset. But then after good night, Miss Mad About Music, after she fussed at him, I don't think a full 5 minutes passed before he went over to her and wanted to be picked up. So she picked his big behind up. I was like, see, that's why he think he could just do anything. But we could talk all day about animals and stuff like that. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let y'all go to bed, because I'm telling you, y'all not gonna be talking about me. But Native, we will do this. I'll get with you and we'll come up with actually a topic.
Look, let me just tell you this. I am gonna talk about you, okay? At this point, there's no stopping me from talking about you, because I already know what my morning gonna be like, okay? So it ain't I don't want y'all talking. No, it's gonna happen, okay?
I don't want nobody DMing me telling me how tired they are. I don't want none of that.
Expect it, okay? Expect it, okay? Just expect
But
it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad that you joined us in the late night, Native. I really am.
Look, I'm glad I joined you too. I appreciate your content. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate the way that you do it. So, it's an honor for me to be here and to be able to talk to you and crack my little jokes or whatever, and talk about Sonya and Nesto. It's becoming one of my favorite things to do in life. So,
What, Native? Let me get this comment. Let me put this comment on the screen. Now, see, these folks is acting up in here. Where is it? I can't find it. I just put a comment up. Them folks, she come talking about Native gonna make a letter about Legacy Moon. Don't give him no ideas.
Look, them folks, you just stole my thunder. See, I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I was just gonna let it drop. Okay, I was just gonna let it drop.
Yeah, Legacy Moon sitting over there doing true crime, and you know what a fluffer is.
Trust me. I was gonna drop it on him. I was going.
You gonna get us when we least expect it.
I was gonna drop it. Y'all was gonna be like, it's a Legacy Moon letter. Yeah.
But I love the way you do those. And by the way, I got your shout out. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I love the way that you do that, and it is so unique and such a different take on the content. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And y'all go ahead and make sure y'all are subscribed, because as I said before, and I know I've heard Lady T-Bug say, we all need to be supporting each other. Houston Foodie, she does stuff. She cracks me up. Bank has got them text messages over there.
Man,
and that
Bank be killing me, yo. I be like, man, I be listening to Bank while I be working, yo. And I be like, man, this is hilarious. But all of y'all are great, and all of y'all are funny, and all of y'all really entertain me during the day. So, like, it's more than my pleasure to entertain y'all in any way I can, because y'all really put a smile on my face every single day, and I'm so grateful for that. You're great, and and I did want to kind of like shout out some people in the letter, like, just to kind of like put y'all out there for those people that might not, that somebody might run across me that don't know who Legacy Moon is. So maybe that would, spark their interest in your channel. Like, I just believe that, yes, we can all support each other. We can all, come up together. And that's, I think we found each other for a reason through this foolishness and through this foolish man and this foolish woman. So, we might as well, since we're in the same community and we're doing it, we might as well just, make each other great. And that's my thought of it. So,
But we will get on here and have some fun, when folks don't have to go to bed. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, I'm going to have Native and Bank. I know she be on the late night. Now, Lady T, but I'm surprised she hung in there as long as she did with us. I'm really shocked. So, but have a panel. That's actually the kind of stuff I wanted to do and that I want to get into. But, we'll do that. We'll come up with something, and y'all going to be surprised. I'll be sitting up waiting for my letter to drop. I'm going to be, Legacy Moon had me up all night.
Letter number 6. Letter number 6. Legacy Moon. Who the next letter Native? Legacy Moon. Who? You'll find out.
And wait till you hear what I say about her. Because I know I done gave you a lot of content tonight.
You might get
more than I should have.
You might get 2. You might get a part 2, a remix or something.
Yes. Well, y'all have yourselves a good night. Where's the DJ at? I'm going to have the DJ drop the beat. Let's see. What do we want to hear? I don't think we'll go out. I usually like to play some upbeat music, but maybe we will go slow.
Yeah,
tonight. Y'all need. Yeah, I want y'all to relax and go to sleep. That's how we gonna do it. So, good night, everyone. Good night, Native. I enjoyed you. I don't know what that phone call was we was listening to.
Who knows? Who knows?
Whatever.
We've heard it before. Whatever it is, we've heard it all before.
It's just some lies anyway.
Right, exactly. He's still in jail, so it don't matter.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere, so we don't have to get back to that. So y'all have a good night. Native, you have a good night. And I'm gonna be feeling you talk about me in my dreams. I'm gonna still just think you're gonna be working, right?
Oh yeah. It's coming.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Good night. DJ, drop the beat. Here we go. Oh, that's not it. Where's my little graphics? Oh, I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Here's my graphics. I'll probably say I'm going to dead. I'm not fooling around with graphics.